And welcome, everybody. This is Gamesoverplastic. I am Midnight, as always, joined by my lovely co-host and my cat, as you guys can hear. First of all, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Sean Mason. How you doing, Sean?
Doing well, just hanging out. We're supposed to get like 20 inches of snow on like Sunday night into Monday morning. So I doubt. So I was on school. I had school vacation this past week, and I was out the previous week. So I've been out for like 2 weeks because dealing with the family stuff. And I'm supposed to go back, but I don't think we'll be going back Monday, and I don't think we're going to be in school Tuesday. So I might get an extra 2 days here, but I'm not looking forward to the snow. I'm done with it. It's over, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, dude, 20 inches of snow is insane.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be like they're saying it's going to be like the blizzard, like it's extreme winds, everything, like 70-mile-an-hour winds. So I'm just hoping I don't lose power.
I'm hoping you don't lose power as well. And every time I hear about that, that also gives me anxiety and stress because I'm a property claims adjuster. So I'm going to get an increased claim volume from that. So that's great. But yeah, I'm really hoping that you don't lose power and everything goes well, Sean. Hodge, Master of Graphics, how are you today, sir?
I'm doing good. Yeah, my parents texted me like, you know how as parents do. They texted me just like, "Hey, you're gonna get a storm." Like the other night, I'm like, "Oh well, I can handle some rain. I don't care." I wake up, no, they meant snowstorm. I was like, "Come on, I thought we were done with this." Yep. It was 60 degrees last week, so I was like, "Yes, we're here. We're spring, baby." I work outside, so that was music to my ears. And then, nope, just kidding. Here's some more snow for you. So it sucks, but I'm happy to be here. Happy we have our special guest, and I'm happy to do this topic, even though we're a little late into the year to be doing most anticipated. But still, I'm excited to do it anyway.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And in the Discords, I was teasing a little bit that this episode was going to be a big episode. I was saying Return of the GOAT. And some people thought I was talking about myself, because I missed the last couple episodes. But I was not talking about myself because I'm not the GOAT. I'm not the GOAT. Cog is the GOAT. Lord Cognito, how you doing, sir? Welcome back.
Appreciate you, man. The illustrious intro. Now it's good to be here, man. Gamesoverplastic. It's cool to see us full strength, and it's good to really see you, Sean, specifically. You know what I mean? And obviously, everyone's been going through a lot, and obviously, this has been an interesting week to do this show.
Yeah,
based on climate and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I'm glad to do. I love lists. I love the stuff. Hodge, you the homie, so it's always good to talk with you and just talk games and stuff like that. I feel like I'm always bothering you for graphics. And I was
Dude,
like,
I love it, man. I love doing graphics.
No, bro, you're super good at it. Like, you're super good at it. But now I'm super hyped to be here. I actually love shows like this because it's like, let's just talk about what we're excited about. You know what I mean? I think that's always fun, and just to see what our tastes are and what we have crossover and where we differ. So this type of stuff, I love lists. So this is a perfect show for me to come on.
Yeah,
you go. No, you go.
Yeah, we don't really focus on a lot of the news too much. Mm-hmm. We don't focus on console wars and stuff. We kind of just do a lot of lists and just stuff we're into. Sean or Hodge, did either of you wanted to respond?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to guess I'm going to have the list that doesn't align with you three the most. That is going to be my guess. There's going to be some Japanese anime crap on my list.
The least over list.
Yeah.
What you going to say, Hodge?
I was just say basically what Midnight says. Yeah, this show we don't focus on the news because we're not insiders, so we don't really care about what's going on in the news. We just like talking about the games that we love, and that's why the show is called Gamesoverplastic, because we talk about the games, not the plastic boxes they play in. So, which just kind of what we're here. Even though we are gonna, my question for you guys will refer to a certain plastic box that's out there in the news right now. So, what's that? Oh, was that Claire Obscure right there? I got this. I got this, baby.
Oh yeah. Watch Jay right there. You let the music rock.
Oh yeah.
The music
rock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hold on. I don't. Midnight and Sean haven't heard it yet.
Oh.
About to get demonetized.
That's dope. Yeah, don't get demonetized.
Yeah. It's dude. I waited a year for that thing. I'm so
shame.
I'm so happy.
Counting the days when they put it up and how long it would take for it to arrive. But yeah, it's super happy.
I remember I ordered the physical edition because I played on Game Pass, but I wanted to play it again on PlayStation, so I bought the physical for PlayStation because I'm like, I'm gonna earn the platinum, quote unquote, in both of them. So, because that was my game of the year last year. That was by far my favorite. And so since I bought the collector's edition and the physical, they both came with the steelbook. So I gave one of the steelbooks to my buddy, and he texted me like 7 months later, goes, "Dude, have you gotten that steelbook yet?" I'm like, "No, I'm still
bro. It legit took a full year almost to come through. Yeah, you ain't lying.
Crazy.
The worst I've ever had with shipping was when I ordered Bug Fables, like the Everlasting Sapling. I ordered the limited run edition. It was like collector's edition, I ordered it like it was like May 2020 when they announced it. I completely forgot about it. I think it was like 15 months later, I get this thing in the mail. I'm like, what is this? I don't know. What did I order? I open it up. I'm like, oh my God, totally. I had completely forgot I even ordered it.
Bro, once you said limited run, I said, yep, I know exactly what he's talking about. Like Streets of Rage took that long when they, I think I got to switch to physical, and they had that Genesis cover kind of deal. Anything from them, and you legit waiting a year. Ooh, what's that? Okay,
it's the light from Alan Wake 2 from the limited run Alan Wake collection. It is
love
gorgeous.
them.
I got my Shadow Heart. How about that? My Shadow Heart plushie.
Let's go.
I will say this. The best company that I've ordered from for limited edition collector stuff is Neon Falcom. They get it to you like the day of. Like I get my trail stuff the day it comes out. All collectors, all that, it comes the day it comes.
Nice.
I got Daybreak 1 a day early. That was awesome.
Nice. Dude, getting stuff early, that is the best.
It's the best. Doesn't beat that.
Heck yeah. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, I had a question for you guys. So last time we recorded it was Sean wasn't here because he was on his way actually to CCOG, and we ranked our Xbox consoles. And I actually was going to ask this question before the news from yesterday. So I wanted to ask. So when we did it, our order was Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and then 360, obviously, because that's the best. And I wanted to ask, even before this news came, with what's been happening with Microsoft, do you still put Series X at number 2 overall? Because I don't think I do anymore.
Wait, so what did we have?
We had last place was Xbox One, even though I had it at 3rd, and then it was OG, then Series X at 2, and then 360 at 1. Which 360 at 1 is going to stay. That ain't moving.
That's a tough question now, because Series X has really been a letdown, kind of now.
Yeah, because honestly, the Series X has kind of slipped for me. It might be 3rd or 4th now, because I feel like they've dropped the ball this generation, and I just can't love it anymore. Like it's still great. Like it's a powerful console. The quick resume's awesome. Game Pass. I mean, that's not related to the console, so it's like the generation's still all right, but they've dropped the ball so bad. It's like I don't know.
I find myself not really using my Series X much, to be honest. Like I'm using my PC or PlayStation. Cog, what say you?
That's a good question. I think I will probably stay firm with your list, because as much as we understand what's going on with the political climate of Xbox and the regime and stuff like that, I just look at it as a pure games and feature set kind of thing.
Yeah.
So if you look at it at pure games, Series X, and that's probably given the most games. Look, 360 we know is untouchable. That is GOAT level, the greatest experience. The Blades, the 360, Xbox Live, everything that they did. They had original IPs, exclusives, all that stuff. But if you look at it as pure game output, it is still hard to take Series X and S out of the conversation when you get like, a Ninja Gaiden 4. You get games that still come to the platform. I know we look at the multi-platform strategy and it look almost like a demerit, but at the end of the day, I just look at it as pure games. And then from a feature standpoint, it's still a great console. But I get what you're saying. If anyone says, hey, I have to, because of the way the generation went for them as far as the success of the generation, if that's the what you use it as a metric, then I can understand that. But I think for me, it's pure games and what the console did. And then I'm gonna be honest, like from a technical standpoint, I'm a huge Play Anywhere fan. I mean, there's certain things that they have done hardware and feature wise that I think is really cool. It's just that they just fumbled the bag that this will probably be the last, generation from them. So it's weird to rank in the mix of obviously what has happened this week.
Yeah,
so.
I do have to say, I thought about this yesterday. Is obviously, I don't know, I'll probably be called an Xbot for this, whatever. But
I mean, you are an Xbot. Come on,
it's true.
Own it.
Xbot. But I have to say, I still don't blame Phil for this. So many people do. It's all like, oh, Phil lies about everything. I'm like, no, he doesn't. He promised stuff that he wanted to happen. And the higher ups were like, no, we ain't doing that. And I know that's what happened, because when he said like, oh, it's just these 4 games, I don't think he was lying saying he thought it was just going to be those 4 games. It's just that experiment went so well on PlayStation that the higher ups were like, we're doing all of them. And I saw someone made a point on Twitter yesterday of, it's kind of it's not that surprising that Phil is retiring after he hasn't at all mentioned Halo since they announced it for PlayStation. And so people are like, I think that was his last straw. Like, oh, everything's going to PlayStation, and why am I here, kind of thing. And I kind of think that's where it's at. And so I don't blame Sarah Bond or Phil Spencer for anything that happened this generation, because I think they tried their hardest to make it a great console. And it's just, I mean, the PlayStation 5 is a great console, so I can't fault it at all. But I feel like they wanted to bring back the 360 era greatness of Xbox, but the higher ups were just like, I don't care about Xbox. Don't do that. Like, we're not doing that. We're making money. And so I really think that they were forced into failure.
I think the biggest difference is that Microsoft is not a gaming first company, whereas like Sony and Nintendo are gaming first companies. Yeah. PlayStation is the number one moneymaker for Sony. Nintendo is obviously Nintendo gaming, whereas Xbox is just like the little side gig for Microsoft.
Ding, 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 ding. You guys are preaching. I'm going to let Midnight go, and then I'll go after if you had any bars on that, Midnight.
Yeah, so to answer the original question, I am going to stick to the original listing. I think I'll still have Series X at 2, but I will say that the gap between the 360 and the Series X has widened pretty substantially. I think the 360 is way at the top now, and there's a big gap. I still don't think I can put the one or the original above the Series X right now, just because I don't think they had enough compelling games or anything. Like, the hardware is still banging on the Series X, and the like I said, the Play Anywhere is great. I mean, I'm playing on PC, and then I remember when I had my power supply die on my PC, I was able to continue exactly where I left off on the Series X, which was pretty sweet, and continue my game. So that's awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna keep my list the same, but there is a much larger gap than I originally thought there would be, and was between the 360 and the Series X. And then just regarding the current Xbox situation, I mean, I don't necessarily blame Phil completely. I just think that the situation was probably untenable for almost anybody after the whole Don Matrix situation.
The iceberg that was Xbox One.
They just got absolutely demolished by the PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4 was sexier. It looked better. It was $100 less. It was more powerful. It was more friendly. Like, you could trade games. It didn't have all the DRM and stuff. It didn't have a stupid Kinect plugged in there. And that was also when all of their best first party games came out. They had all these banging games came out. It was like getting knocked out by Mike Tyson left and right. So everybody switched over. All my friends who were Xbox switched over. All my Call of Duty bros, they're on PlayStation now, and they're not coming back, because that's where they are. And most people are just not ever coming back. So even if you put like the best CEO ever in place of Phil, I just think they would have an almost impossible task really bridging that gap, especially when you consider how dominant PlayStation is outside of North America. Like, you're never winning Asia and Japan, and in Europe they're super dominant too. So I don't blame Phil that much. I think the decision to purchase Activision was a disastrous decision, because when you did, and if that was Phil's decision, then that was a horrible decision, because that really brought Big Boss Satya and the board into the room. Because then they really started looking, and I think that's when you saw them really being like, well, hold up, we got to get this money. And that's when they really started coming in there and making everything third party, multi-plat, and that's when the Xbox brand as a console really kind of died. So that's my thought.
Well said. I agree with all of you. I think there's all those are factors into it, and it's just like you just sit there and you say, okay, how could they have survived? What they could have done better? I'm in agreement. It's like it's being put in a situation where I think of it like Hodge. I think of it like sports. Like, you're given a franchise at the time of a rebuild when the brand power of the franchise and the fan base is at its lowest. And that's when Phil was kind of given the keys to say, okay, go fix it, go save it, post Don Matrix era. That's why I could never really give the Xbox One I love that system on certain levels, but it was such a disaster. And Midnight, you said it perfect. I remember that day like it was yesterday. You woke up, and I believe it was, what is it, Shuhei doing this is how you trade games to
in the
ending out.
game.
That was the death blow.
Yeah.
That was the death blow. And just like you, Midnight, all my friends were like, look, Cog, it makes no sense. It's a PS4 is a more powerful device. It's $100 cheaper. I don't want to connect. Their messaging was bad. Everything about the Xbox One with DRM and everything just led everybody to PlayStation, which was the right decision. I mean, honestly, if you're a gamer, I understood it. So Phil had to work from that starting point, right?
Yeah.
And then basically rebuild and listen and then go on to what we are now. But I think, again, like you said again, Midnight, once ABK, if there's any accountability in Phil Spencer's reign, whether or not it was his decision with ABK solely, then that was the swing that ultimately led maybe to the demise quicker than it would have otherwise. Right, because it's just like at that point now stakeholders have interest. Oh, why are we doing exclusives again? Like, I don't understand.
Billy?
Yeah, why are we doing that? But to your point, like anything that I felt had gamer sensibilities, and this is where I 100% agree with Hodge. Phil kept this thing alive. I cannot hold blame for someone for keeping a franchise keeping a whole organization intact with gamer sensibilities when you're fighting an uphill battle against stakeholders stakeholders only care about money. All they care is about what's the revenue, what's the return. And the final thing is what Sean said, which is about every aspect of Microsoft, right, is doing successful 30% gains here and all these different things. Gaming is not their sole focus. So you have this one part of the house that's only doing quote unquote 5% or 26, but whatever the number is that people would be very happy if Xbox was spun off by itself, working independently. And that's the pressure that they're under consistently. So yeah, that to me is kind of what happened. And obviously this has been a crazy week. So yeah, we'll see what happens in the future and Asha and all this stuff going on. I'll have a lot to say on Duke about this stuff. But we are in a very transitionary period for Xbox. And for a lot of people, they are very concerned because again, the last point I'll say, when there's no resistance to people who have no gamer sensibilities and it's strictly about profit and revenue. Oh yeah, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. That's why I always tell people, be careful what you wish for. Be careful about, look, no one's perfect. Everyone makes bad decisions. And I love Phil, just like he's made some bad decisions too. But be careful of that day when he's gone. I always tell people this: when that regime's gone, that had a little bit of gaming sensibilities in mind, how it could turn out. And look, we'll see what happens. I'm trying to be nice and give grace, but we will see.
Well, yeah, with that, you're completely right, because Phil is a gamer. He likes games. And so obviously he wanted that to be the primary thing with Xbox. And yeah, like you said, when it's the people who are just in it for the money, they're going to be like, I don't care. That's someone said, like, get ready for AI games, because that's what we're going to start getting is games built on AI. Because
I went off on that yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, all I will tell people is look at the new regime, look at the resumes, look at the experience, look at I know, but I know you want it. You know what I'm saying? Just look at those things. A lot of the answers are there, and don't get me wrong. The public statements sound excellent. But all of us are smart enough to realize, don't pay attention to what someone says. Look at the actions post. And that's what's going to determine it. So that's why everyone is on edge, because we're like, wait a minute, doesn't seem like a lot of experience here. And we're seeing what your background is on and even the team of people that you're bringing in. So yeah, it is an interesting time for Xbox as an organization, as a company.
Yeah. I had a couple more things I was going to go back in to kind of reemphasize, but I decided I'm not going to do it because that's not really what we do on this podcast. We can keep it moving and get into the fun stuff. But Sean, I see you want to get in.
Yeah, I got two things I just want to say real quick.
Okay.
Two, ILP is going to be insane tomorrow.
Oh,
it's going to be absolutely insane.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be insane.
I'm not ready for ILP. Like I am not. You
a good night's sleep,
bro. I'm really constructing this show because I'm literally just thinking about saying, okay, one topic and just go and just do it in the most natural, organic way, because everyone is hitting my floors. But like, bro, we cannot wait.
Bro, King is going to be off the chain, dude. I'm telling you.
I can't wait for Astro Parrots ILP without context.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for that. And then two, my own. So obviously, as Hodge and Midnight know, the only Xbox console I ever had is a Series X. Okay. But my memory of Xbox One, here it is. So it came out when I was a senior in high school. So that next year, I was a freshman in college. My biggest memory is kids running up and down halls yelling, Xbox off! Xbox off! And then sprinting away. And people's Xboxes shutting off, and people were getting so mad. Oh my God, it was hilarious.
I forgot about that era. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we used to say that in Call of Duty lobbies, try to get people's stuff turned off. Yeah,
kids used to run up and down the dorms yelling Xbox off.
Yo, I forgot about the voice era, man. Yo, what a time, man.
That's grimy.
I will say, I said it on the last episode we did. I was a staunch Xbox One defender. I actually loved that console. I liked the Kinect being able, because I remember I had just graduated college. I saved up all my money to get it at launch because, you know, being a broke ass college kid, it's like, I need this thing. Yeah. And I just remember being able to walk in my house, say Xbox on the Xbox, the DVR, the TV being turned on. When it saw your face, it signed you in.
Yes.
That thing was awesome. I love that thing so much.
It was all about giving up our rights.
Yeah.
We was all about, listen, man, I'm with you, bro. I was a dude that I did Xbox Fitness. I did Dance Central. Bro, I was regular on Xbox. Like Xbox Connect, me and Connect was friends on that device. Like I did so much. And then I remember the goofy stuff, like in game, they would have the little gimmick stuff. And, you know, like I remember playing Rise to the Road and you'd yell out and throw the spears and do all that stuff. Oh, man. Yeah, I was definitely a hardcore supporter of the tech. Because I just thought, look, I'm a techie. I whenever you do something innovative, I want to at least try it and see it. I will say it was a 1080p camera. It's extremely precise with the movements. I remember to the point I would do workouts. I'm like, nope, your form is incorrect on that squat and incorrect on that setup. And I was like, wow, that's impressive, you know, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm with you, Hodge. I was one of those guys.
But before we move on, just because you mentioned the game, we were originally, our topic for this week was going to be underrated games that we love. And we've done that episode before. Ben Smith was on for that one. Awesome. And one of my games was Rise Son of Rome, because that game is one of the most underrated games I've ever played. I love that game. That game
900p. I was there for the launch. I still got the joint right here. I think. Hold on, let me show y'all. It was in New York City with with like Roman soldiers for the launch. It was insane, bro.
That's awesome.
One of the greatest 900p game of all time.
That game got so much hate, and it's a good game. Like
it still looks good.
If you took away the messaging, the horrible messaging of the Xbox One launch, and you looked at the launch lineup between Rise Son of Rome, I believe Dead Rising 3, I believe they had a Forza game, and maybe bro, they had some joints, man. They had some joints. It's just that they could never overcome just a horrible message. PlayStation just destroyed them in terms of that. This is how you trade games and the DRM and the messaging.
There were no doubt there was some good memories on Xbox One. I remember, you know, playing like 2K against my friends, and you would like cross them over and do like a crazy dunk on them, and then afterwards you'd be like, Xbox, record that while you're in the party too. So they hear you say that, and they'd be like, oh, you're gonna record it, okay?
Well, remember the basketball joint? I think it was 2K. One of them where if you curse, they would give you a technical foul.
I was just about to say, wasn't there technicals? Yeah.
But I remember the Xbox record that dude. You'd be like, oh, this mother, I can't believe he.
I was one of them. I was toxic, man.
You toxic.
I was toxic, yeah. Oh man, really, I'm toxic sometimes. But I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be more like Sean. You know?
Trying to be a better man about it.
All right. Should we move on, boys?
Let's do it. Let's get on to our main topic. Before we get into the main topic, though, we do have a write-in from Broderick Fleming, one of our good friends. And this is going to lead right into the main topic of our most anticipated games of 2026. It says, have the State of Play announcements bumped any games in or out of your guys' most anticipated games for the year? Now, I say we don't answer this now. I say we just get into our list, and then, Broderick, you'll see, because I will tease it out. There are some of the stuff shown as a State of Play may or may not appear in my list. That means it will.
Yeah, for sure.
You'll see. Real quick before we get into that, we were so excited to have Cog back on that I never even got into like the usual promo. So let me just real quick let all you guys know that this is Games Over Plastic. We come to you now every Monday, not every other, every Monday on all audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Overcast, Pocket Cast, everywhere. Just search for us. You can also find us in 4K video glory with amazing edits and graphics by the one and only Hodge at youtube.com/@Gamesoverplastic. Leave us likes, subscribe on YouTube. Leave us comments, help us move up the algorithm. If you're on audio platforms and you want to support us for free, just leave us a 5-star rating if you like the show. That really does help us out, maybe get a couple new listeners, and we appreciate you. And with all that said, enough shilling. Let's get into this. So what we're going to do is we got 10 games each. So we'll count down, I guess, from 10 to 1, right? That we're most anticipated for that are coming out in 2026. And the order, it looks like, is going to be Sean, Cog, Midnight, and Hodge.
Best for last.
Let's get it. Yeah, best for last. Let's get it started. So, Sean, you're up first. What is your number 10 most anticipated game?
All right, so my number 10 most anticipated game, it's a game that is coming out the soonest on of my list, and that is Pokemon Pokopia. That comes out March. This is one of those games that's like an Animal Crossing, but it's like Pokemon. So I love Animal Crossing. We all know I'm the biggest Pokemon fan here. We all know that I'm the defender of Game Freak for everything they do, even though I do criticize them. But I'm excited for this because it actually looks freaking awesome. It comes out March 5th. From everything I'm seeing, the game is supposed to be like pretty long. It's about like 40 hours, they said. And it just looks super cool. It looks super interesting. The one thing that kind of makes me like a little weirded out is that you're playing as like a Ditto who is like transforming into something else. So that's kind of weird. Like they're imitating a human. But it has like crafting mechanics, building mechanics. It's literally Animal Crossing, but you're playing as a Pokemon. So that is pretty cool as the day and night cycle. So I'm really interested to see what happens. I've kind of gone blackout on this. But it comes out March 5th, so I am so looking forward to it. And one of the co-developers of the game is the Dragon Quest Builders, which Dragon Quest Builders was awesome. That was one of the cool Builders games. So I'm looking forward to this. It looks interesting. I'm a little worried again that it's going to be like, we have Animal Crossing at home. One of those things. Or just like, oh, here we go. We're just going to, throw Pokemon on here and it's going to sell 1 million copies. So, but I am excited. I'm always interested to see these Pokemon spin-off games. So we'll see.
Who's developing this? Is this Game Freak?
Koei Tecmo.
Oh, it's
Mega Force.
Okay.
Oh, Mega Force. Yeah.
But
it's being published by Nintendo. Yeah.
It's not.
What? No, it's like Animal Crossing. It's just like a life sim.
Okay. It's weird to see Omega Force with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Hodge, are you going to play this?
Probably not. But I actually did watch a preview on it just because I was curious, and they say it looks Animal Crossing, but once you start playing it, it plays very differently. But they say it's like an improvement almost on Animal Crossing. So it intrigued me a little more than what the trailers did because the little creepy Ditto girl was kind of
a little odd. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks like a very charming game. It's just I just don't see myself dropping other games I'd rather play for it. But I'm not going to say it looks bad by any stretch. I mean, it looks better than the Pokemon games we got in recent years. But it looks interesting, but I'm not going to drop anything for it. Maybe if it's ever on sale in 45 years when Nintendo games go on sale, then I can pick it up. But yeah, I'm not going to rush out to play it. But it looks more. The preview I watched made it look a little more charming and interesting than what I originally thought. So it looks cool, but yeah, not my cup of tea.
The Tangrowth, that's an evolution of Tangrowth. The Tangrowth kind of looks a little creepy.
Yeah. Everybody knows that I'm a huge Pokemon fan.
Oh, yeah. Biggest Pokemon fan here.
X and Y was the only one that I beat.
My God.
And I liked it, actually. Cog, if you have any bars for Pokemon, go ahead. And then you are next with your number 10, sir.
Sadly, Sean, not the biggest Pokemon guy.
I thought you were.
Oh, no, I know. Surprise.
Not catching them all.
I'm definitely not catching them all.
Got a whole shelf
of
it.
It looks charming. And I'm very excited to see how you guys, kind of intake it because I know how strongly people feel about that franchise. So respect. For me, yeah, my number 10 is something that is coming out really soon, and I want to shout out to Sad Cat Studios. The game is Replaced, and I followed this game for about 2 years. It's, for those that don't know, it's the 2D side-scrolling pixel art kind of cyberpunk, a little 3D, a little going into the foreground, going into the background. There is some fighting, there is some counter and parry system, and it has some really deep lore to it. I love the grunge of the world. It's kind of giving me like 2D cyberpunk kind of energy, and the story sounds cool. Now, at the time when I played the demo of it, the frame rate surprisingly was a little rough on this 2D game, and I was a little surprised. I'm like, damn, it's an indie game. This should be moving, a little better than that. But it's a lot going on to it, especially the ray tracing. It's so much going on that they're packing into it, and I just gave them the feedback. Now they just granted they just put out a demo. They did get some feedback in reference to that demo, and now they're saying, hey, we're going to push our release date from March to April, which is great for me because I was like, great, get out of March. There's a lot of games I'm interested in there. I don't want to forget it, but Replaced has my attention. I think there's so much potential here, and I'm pulling for it, and I love these little indie artsy-fartsy kind of games, and I think this is right up my alley. So, yeah, Replaced for me.
That was my my number 11. That was like right on the cusp of coming in here. It looks freaking awesome. It looks really good. I love like alternate history. So like that whole idea of like the United States dropping nuclear bombs on like their own country rather than Japan is so fascinating to me. And very similar. I love like those 2D like side scroll like art games. Like I loved Limbo and Inside.
Oh.
I love those. Yeah. And obviously, this is a little different because this is a little bit more action packed. But like, I love just like the art style. I think Hodge, was this going to be on? Was this on your list?
Maybe.
Maybe. Oh, actually, Hodge. Well, you're going to go later. Sean, did you have anything else to say about this?
Oh, that was all.
Okay. This probably might have been on my list, but I don't know why. I thought this game already came out now. Apparently, I was tripping. So I'm just going to say this is an honorable mention for me because I think it would have been on my list, but apparently I was on something. Good pick though. Awesome looking game, and I think I'm definitely gonna play this game. So, all right, looks like I'm up next. So, my next game is going to be my first game. My number 10 is going to be Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis, the remake. That's right. Yeah, this game looks really good. It looks like a really good remake. I'm really liking the graphics. I did play a little bit the old Tomb Raiders back in the day with the old triangle pixel graphics. I'm really looking forward to this game. It looks like some grade A Gooner material as well, which I could always get down with that occasionally. Nothing wrong with a slight amount of gooning, but
that boy ready.
I do like it though. I like how it seems very true to the original. The puzzle stuff actually looks pretty cool and interesting. I don't like too much puzzles, but like Tomb Raider games I've always been into. Like I like the Crystal Dynamics games, but Sean, you need to play. Honestly, you really do.
I know.
You would like them. You really would.
I downloaded I have the first one downloaded on my PS5. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
I just got to start playing it.
I know you would like them. All right,
Rise of the Tomb Raider is even better.
Yeah, because you like Uncharted, right?
Love Uncharted, and
yeah,
I know Uncharted. That's why I'm like really excited. And like I said, my only experience with Tomb Raider was watching the blocky triangle pixels on a computer, watching my dad play and being like, "This game looks horrendous." Yeah, I'm gonna go play Nickelodeon Party Blast, 12 on Metacritic.
All right. Now, I didn't play the third Tomb Raider game because it was made by a different studio, but the first two that were made by Crystal Dynamics, very good. All right, so Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis. That's my pick. Nice. Anyone got thoughts on that? Otherwise, Hodge is up.
No, classic, man. I come from that era as well. I remember how impactful Lara Croft was, and they're taking it back to the essence. To see them bring that back is so cool. I'm literally, you're preaching speaking my language, man. Like those games really a part of our like gaming history. So yeah, I'm there. When I saw that announced, I was like, okay,
Yeah, those were two that when they were announced at the Keeleys last year that they were both shown. And
that was one of my most anticipated. Well, one of my most hyped moments was that remake because I want to get into Tomb Raider. So
yeah, I played them. Yeah, I haven't played them since. Well, I played the two Crystal Dynamics one. I too didn't play the third one. I own it. I'm pretty sure. I just never got around to it. But I played those first ones on PS1 way back in the day. What's up?
You're talking about the third one that you own but you didn't play?
The Shadow. I think it's Shadow the Tomb Raider, I believe.
One day we should probably play that, but yeah.
Yeah. But the OGs on PlayStation 1, I love those games. And so when this got announced as a remake, I was like, oh, I'm 1000% in, because as everyone knows, I am a whore for the PlayStation 1 platformer action games. That is my, as people know, Spyro 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. I just love that era of games. So I am so excited to see it with a pretty coat of paint on. So, just like God of War trilogy. Cannot wait to see what that is. But that's a different story for a different day. But yeah, this game, it looks incredible. I can't wait. This actually was on my, so I had 20 games, 19 once I played the Pragmata demo. And then this one barely missed my list. But yeah, I'm so hyped for this game.
So in other words, if you missed that, Pragmata got knocked the fuck out.
You play as the Kojima Productions mascot and John Benet Ramsey, and you fight iRobot robots and do the BioShock hacking. And yeah, I'm never.
You can get to that later when I talk about it.
Okay.
But yeah, so my number 10 though, I'm actually more hyped than some of the other games on my list, but since it's going to be out soon, I'm just putting it at number 10, and that is Resident Evil Requiem. This is going to be the first Resident Evil game I buy day one. It's not that I have anything against any of the RE games. It's just I've always bought them when they've been on sale, and I played 7 on Game Pass. That's so like I never got into the series until 2 Remake came out, because I heard how good it was, and I played it, and it is one of the best horror games of all time. And so I got into the series recently, and so, but this one just looks so freaking good that I'm like, I have to day one. I can't FOMO this one. It looks so good. I know, as I've said before, I like the horror, the survival horror aspect of Resident Evil more than the action based Resident Evil. So I have a feeling I'm going to like the Grace parts more than the Leon parts, but I'm still very excited. The Leon parts look more RE2 than RE4. So I think it's going to still be a slower, it's not going to be so action heavy like 4 is, but yeah, I'm so pumped for this game. And obviously it comes out the Friday after this episode premieres. So I'll be playing it next weekend, and I cannot wait.
Cog, what do you think about Resident Evil?
Yeah, man, I've come full circle on that one. I'm with Hodge on that. That I'm with the survival horror aspect, and definitely once I seen Leon, which I'm definitely completely biased towards, I'm like, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready, man. Yeah, so I'm with you. I'm there on Requiem.
Awesome.
You know, I've said before, I want to get into Resident Evil. You know, the only ones I haven't played it since literally the PS1.
Oh, wow.
Like I played 1 and 2 on the PS1. I don't remember anything about 2 literally at all. I do remember 1, like the key moments, like the dogs through the window, the zombies turning around, you know, that stuff. But yeah, so I want to get into it. It's funny, GJ just randomly in Discord was like, "Yo, Midnight, how you doing? I'm gonna get Resident Evil Requiem on that account that we share," because he randomly has an account that like he buys games on, and like he has shared with me. I don't remember how that started. I think it was when I took the trip out to California and I was really broke, and like I think Death Stranding 2 came out or something, and he's like, I'll just share it for you. So like randomly every now and then he just offers me games. So he's like, I'm gonna get Resident Evil Requiem, so if you want to play it, and I'm like, oh well, I might have to play it now. I don't know. So Resident Evil Requiem, I think, is going to get played by me sometime this year. I don't know if I'll play it at launch, though. Good pick, Hodge. Sean, you're up. And if you have thoughts, feel free.
All right. My next pick, my number 9, is a game that also comes out in March. It comes out March 16th, and this is a weeb Japanese anime RPG, and that is the Seven Deadly Sins Origin. So this is based off the anime, Seven Deadly Sins / manga. There is a game on mobile that is like kind of like a gotcha Seven Deadly Sins game, but this is like a full-on console open world RPG. I'm really looking forward to it. The combat looks awesome. It's like an action combat, so it's not turn-based, but it's action. But the art style looks beautiful. The game looks awesome. I remember when it was first shown right away, I was like, all right, this is definitely right up my alley. I've watched the anime since. I had heard about the anime. I tried watching it before and it didn't click with me, but since the game was announced, I did watch the anime. There are a lot of characters though, so there is going to be, I think there's like 7. Yeah, there's 7 playable characters. Each one's going to be based off one of the deadly sins, which is kind of cool. They have like the personality of that. So I am looking forward to it. Each have their own unique combat features. I'm just really looking forward to where the story goes, because they say you don't need to watch the anime or read the manga to like be in the universe. It's a standalone story. So if you're not into the anime or manga, you can still play the game. You can still experience the story. So I'm like really looking forward to it. They have some of the original voice actors from the Japanese show. I don't know if the English voice actors are going to be the same because I watched subbed, so I'm not sure. But they have the same Japanese voice actors, so I'm looking forward to it. It looks sprawling, very wide open. It reminds me of Xenoblade with how alive the world is, where there's not like loading screens like every 10. It's not Fallout 4. Enter the building, loading screen. Leave the building, loading screen. It's much more like Xenoblade, where the draw distance isn't great, but as you go, like the world kind of populates in front of you. So I'm really looking forward to it. So that's Seven Deadly Sins Origin, right up my alley. Nice weeb JRPG. Cannot wait.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you, Sean. That it look fire. I ain't gonna hold you. The art style, it's beautiful. I remember seeing this. I don't know if I feel like a State of Play or something.
It's been at State of Plays a couple times, and it was at Gamescom.
Yeah, this looks gorgeous. I'm not gonna hold you. I would have no time in the world to play this. I know it feels like 75 to 100 hours. But
this screams like 80 to 100 hours for a normal playthrough, and then platinum probably like 300 hours.
Yeah, but oh my god, like I said, the boss fights, the things that they got going on. Yeah, this looks great.
It does look great, and I think this is a great pick. Honorable mention for me as well. Best character in Seven Deadly Sins is Escanor, by the way. Sean.
Okay.
Who decided that? Love it. I watched the anime. I played the mobile game Seven Deadly Sins Grand Sins for a while. That game was pretty fun. It's a gacha game. And it's really greedy, and that's why I eventually dropped that shit. But no, I'm looking forward to this game. It's not on my list, but it's a good pick. The game looks awesome. Yeah, Escanor and Merlin are my two favorite characters. Good pick, Sean. Good pick. Hodge, I know this isn't for you. Do you have anything?
Well, I gotta say, I find it funny that you are excited for this game because I very specifically remember saying, I'm surprised you didn't draft this for our fantasy, and you said it screams 65 to you.
Well, it does. It screams one of those 65 to 70 games, but I enjoy those games.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, what this reminds me of? You know how I really loved Grand Blue Fantasy Relink?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it reminds me of. A solid 70. It's not going to get you points on Metacritic, but what is it going to be on my list? It's going to be a nice 10 out of 10 for me, but it's going to be a 70 for everyone else.
That's right. It's going to be that delicious pepperoni pizza.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We know I do my toppings. Yeah. It's going to be for you guys probably just the plain cheese. For me, we'll say the pepperoni slash the hamburger.
Bacon.
All right. No, bacon. That's top tier right there. Okay, we know that. That's top tier.
Do that.
All right. Cog, sir, you are up next. What is your number 9?
Speaking of games that are probably going to be a 70 for everyone else, but like a 90 for me, I am embarrassed to say that I have been secretly scheming on Marathon. And I'm not. I came as a Destiny fan. I came in hating this game. I was like, the sheer existence of this game destroys my hope of Destiny continuing. And I saw the initial trailer for it, and I was not impressed. And I was like, Bungie, you're done. It's over. Then you're stealing art. It's over. I was like, there's no coming back from this. My beloved Destiny will die, and this is, one of my favorite companies of all time, in Bungie, literally going out sad. And for me, the turnaround was when I saw the Vidoc, them talking about taking the feedback, and I saw the graphical update, which I didn't think was possible at the time. And the transformation, whether it be just from the environments, the lighting, it was a graphical glow. I'm like, okay, wow. Oh, wow. We have proximity chat. Wow, we took the feedback that everything that you guys wanted and complained, because literally Arc Raiders is killing it right now. And what's funny about this whole situation is I am not an extraction shooter guy. I don't like these type of games. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, okay, that was a good sign. The next Vidoc is what put it over the top for me, where they showed the different runner shells, which denoted specific play styles. There was like a destroyer class, very aggressive, shield, moving to the front lines, jet boots mobilities, a vandal class, moving around, using a grappling hook, almost bionic commando. Then there was the assassin going stealthily. And I was like, man, I'm scared of that class. But then they had a class for me, which I call like a cop, which is Blackbird, where it could literally send out sonar pulses and send out drones to try to find enemy placements in the map and support. There's a triage class, and as a person who loves build crafting with the cores, the shells, the implants, like that's my addiction to Destiny. And the last thing I'll say is, as great as Arc Raiders is, and it is amazing, you know, one thing I do realize about Bungie is the hook for me. What keeps me playing? What's that thing that keeps me to come back? And that they do very well. When I saw the shells, the impacts, the cores, things you can do with the modern weapons. And the thing that ultimately always comes down to is gunplay for me. How does it feel? How does the shooting feel? And yeah. And last thing, when they hinted this derelict ship as kind of like in-game content for the people who have the highest gear, who want to test themselves to the highest level. And as a person who fell in love with Destiny, I played the original Destiny. I was like, okay, this is cool, but I'm done with it. It's very average from Bungie. What made me stick with Destiny was when I found out, okay, if you get to level 30, you could do this thing called the Vault of Glass. And I was like, okay, what's that? And I did that, and I was like, what is a raid? Oh my God, this is the greatest cooperative experience I've ever experienced in gaming. And that's what made me fall in love. So I know in terms of end game, I'm not saying this is going to be on that level, but I know Bungie enough to be like, okay, they've got potential. Is this thing going to be Arc Raiders? No, it could still flop, and that's fine. But everything they've shown, and it seems like the ultimate mea culpa after they resolve things with anti-real, from a moral standpoint, now my conscience is clear. She put that out. Okay, cool. I can look at you now. And then the subsequent vidoc. So yeah, Marathon, I am embarrassed to say I am hype for Marathon. So yeah, I'll be there in March.
Yeah, I'll say I'm not an extraction shooter either. I tried Arc Raiders, was not a fan. I couldn't. The only extraction shooter I play is Helldivers 2, but that's against PC. You're not fighting other people to extract, so that's just a fun, I'm blowing up my friends kind of game. But yeah, this one, it did not grab me at all at first. I do like the art style, other than the stuff they stole, which that as a designer really pissed me off. But kind of the more I've watched, I'm like, I know, like I fell off Destiny during the first one. I never bothered with the second one. But I can never complain about their gameplay. Their Bungie gameplay is so good. And so I'm going to play this game during that stress test thing they got going this next weekend, because I really want to see if it'll hook me, because at first I was kind of poo-pooing it, but now I'm kind of like intrigued. Cause like you said, like the more they've kind of shown in trailers, I'm like, I don't know, this does look kind of fun. I'm not, because I was very against, like, not against it, but I was like, not for me when it first launched. So I'm going to use this stress test to see if it's something I want to go in on, because again, I love Bungie. Like, they are a great studio. So I'm curious, but I can't say I'm hyped for it, but I definitely am intrigued by it. And so I'm curious to see if it'll hook me or not.
All right. Sean, do you have any thoughts on that? Probably not.
No. Not my type. No.
All right.
Looks cool. Gameplay looks cool, but that's about it.
Yeah, he's not a multiplayer guy.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm not really a big extraction shooter guy either myself, although I did have a lot of fun. I won't lie. I did have a lot of fun when I was playing The Division in the Dark Zone back in the day, which was an extraction shooter. Bro. You know, you was getting the loot, and then you had to extract and pull out, and people be coming for you, and that was exciting. Honestly, it really was.
I'm mad at them. They kind of originated the genre in a way in the console space, and they just never.
And they just dipped out.
Yeah. That's weird.
Dude, yeah, Division, it was such a bummer, because I remember that reveal trailer, and I was like, this is going to be the greatest game I've ever played in my life. And then they just did the Ubisoft thing of like, oh, it looks way worse than we showed. Like, they did a little but I remember I enjoyed what I played of it. I just fell out. I didn't have people to play it with, and I was just like, I don't want to solo this. And but it was such a cool concept too, that game. It was incredible. But yeah, it's a shame that series. Is that movie still in works? Like, what's going on? I don't know. But yeah. Anyway.
All right. So my number 9 is a little game that somebody on this panel is excited for.
You?
It's a small game called Control Resonance. Woo! Yeah, I know there's somebody on here that's excited for that besides myself. I don't know who, but yeah, Control Resonant is my number 9. I am excited about this game. Because, you know, I played Control last year and I did enjoy it pretty well. I think I gave it like an 8 or something. So I'm looking forward to this one. This time you play as the brother, and we're going to be in New York, and we're going to be beating up some bad guys. And I'm just looking forward to a good time. I will probably play this. I don't know when it comes out, honestly. I forget. Hodge, do you know when it comes out?
It doesn't have a date. It's just 2026.
Oh, it's not
right
dated.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it comes out before Halloween because I want to play this around spoopy season. I think that's a good time to play it. So hopefully it's coming out around or before October, and then I can get it in around October, and then we can talk about it on our Halloween special.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my number 9, Control Resonant.
Nice.
Anyone got thoughts on that?
I mean,
I know Hodge will talk about later, I'm sure.
Hodge and I talked about it last week from Hodge, did that State of Play?
Yeah,
we
last
talked about
week we did.
And I, like I said, I had never played Control, but I thought it looked incredible. So
Right.
I no doubt if I was caught up to date in the series, most likely be on my list. No doubt.
Yeah. I just love the visual imagery, almost Inception-like kind of things going on. It just really messes with the senses, and I think it's very creative. And yeah, I'm with you, man. But it looked spectacular. I thought it showed very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will say before I go, it is one of those games where, like, I know I should be on blackout because I'm already sold, but at the same time, it's like I want to see everything because I'm so excited for this game.
No, don't do it, man. Blackout. Blackout. Don't ruin yourself.
I haven't blacked out since college. Anyway, my number 9. It's not a game like I'm like super hyped, like waiting every day for, but I'm so intrigued by it that I have to put it on my list, and that is the Halloween game, where it's that like 1v6 kind of multiplayer game, because Halloween is one of the greatest horror movies ever made. I watch it every single year for Halloween, obviously, and I'm just so intrigued by. I feel like we could, especially in our Discord and everything, I feel like we could get a group of guys to be like to do this game. It just looks fun. I don't think it's going to even be in my top 10, even though it's on this list of games that came out this year that I'm excited for. But I'm just so intrigued because I love Halloween that I just want to see what this game does. And who knows, it might be like the Friday the 13th game or whatever, where it's kind of people like it, but it's not a social or a big thing, and it just kind of dies. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is, but at the same time, I just want to be excited for this game. So I'm gonna go with the Halloween game coming out this year.
Interesting.
Nice. Is that from the same developers that did the Friday the 13th game? I think it is, right?
I think so. I'll look it up.
It's in that same spirit, right? Where it's like,
hopefully they don't lose the license then. What happened to them? They lost the Friday the 13th license.
That's crazy. Yeah, isn't it like one of those deals where it's like co-op type deal where like one person is the bad guy and everyone else is trying to survive?
I'm getting his name.
Michael Myers. Yeah, Michael Myers, and everyone else is just trying to survive. Yeah.
So you're saying it's like the Halo 2 or Halo 3 multiplayer juggernaut game mode? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't remember that game. Cog, is it like that?
It's similar. I definitely it kind of gets that inspiration, but once I saw it's Ilphonic, I was like, you got a good shot here, Hodge. They usually got some decent.
Yeah, that's who it is. Ilphonic. They did Predator Hunting Grounds and that Killer Clowns game, and the Ghostbusters game from.
I remember Killer Clowns. That's what I remember too.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that movie was crazy. Killer Clowns.
Oh, it's the dumbest horror movie ever, but I love it.
So stupid, but also great at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So I feel like this will be one of those where even if we do play it, it's kind of one of those we'll go in and enjoy for like 3 weekends, and then everyone will fall off and go on to something else. But I'm so curious, and I want to love it because I love that movie. So
it's goofy and fun. Absolutely.
Fun, interesting pick. Anyone else have any thoughts on Halloween? Otherwise, Sean, number 8.
All right, my number 8 is the already been spoken by Hodge. We know it's not on his list. That is Pragmata. Pragmata comes out April 23rd. So I'm kind of going in order here. I don't mean to, but I am going in kind of chronological order here. I did play the demo. I am very excited for it. I thought the gameplay was very different than I expected. It was much more action-packed than I expected. I loved the hacking. Hodge, did you like the hacking aspect when you're fighting the enemies? You have to hack into the enemy before you can actually shoot them.
I like playing puzzle games, so I actually I joke that it's the BioShock hacking mechanism, but I actually enjoy those games because I like puzzles. So like everyone knows, I actually like where most people like I want to skip all the puzzles in the games. I actually really love doing them. It's just part of the game for me, and so I liked it, but it was just annoying that every single enemy you had to do it to them, or otherwise it would either be 25 bolts to kill them, or if you hacked them, it was 4 bolts to kill them. And it's just like to to fight the enemy, you have to do it, and it should just be kind of like a special thing, not like a requirement. So when you have 5 enemies coming at you and you have to hack, shoot, I'm just like, all right, I don't want to have to do this for 30 hours or however long this game is.
There is a fast action pace to it, so there's going to be like a lot of enemies at once, so you're going to have to constantly be hacking and shooting. So that does worry me a little bit. I also am a little worried that this game is going to be much more gameplay centric than like exploring the environment centric, where it's going to be much more, hey, we're out here, we're killing a bunch of enemies. Where originally I thought it was going to be more of like, hey, you're going to encounter enemies, but there's a lot of it is exploring this crazy world, figuring out what the heck's going on. So I'm a little worried about that. But like I said, I enjoyed the demo. I love the whole sci-fi aspect of it. I'm a big sci-fi guy. So Hodge, did you find the shockwave gun? It's like the shotgun.
Yeah. I thought
that was super fun to shoot with.
Yeah, the weapons weren't bad at all. Like there's one that's like the net, basically, where it freezes them so you can hack them easier and stuff. Like the gameplay itself was fine, even though I think the sprint, you kind of felt underwater when you were sprinting. It was pretty slow, and the characters are charming and stuff. It's just that gameplay I was not a fan of. The demo is also I've beat it in 16 minutes. It's a very quick demo.
Very short demo.
So if anyone wants to play it, it'll take you longer to download it than to play it. It was fine, but when I got done with it, I'm like, really, that's it? And I'm like, I'm never going to play this game. And it had the very video gamey thing, which I'm not complaining about, but at the end of the demo, you fight a boss, as you do in most demos, and you get to this big open room. There's just a bunch of ammo laying around the room. I'm like, oh, gee, wonder what's going to happen here. So it's very Capcom-y in that way and whatnot, but which isn't a complaint. It was just kind of, like I was never hyped for this game, but I was interested. But that demo just made me go the opposite direction of what I thought it was going to do. So, if people enjoy it, awesome. But it's not for me. I fell off it. So,
all right. Yeah, I don't think this game's for me either. I was never really all that interested. Something about the creepy little girl and just the look of the game. It just kind of turned me off. It doesn't look like something I'm into. And plus, when you're talking about like you're constantly hacking and shooting, I just don't know. And yeah, like as like seasoned veteran OG gamers, I think we all kind of know when a boss fight's coming in almost any game now. Like when you're traversing, anytime you get to like any area that's kind of like slightly open, you're like, oh, about to be a cutscene or a boss. And like 90% of the time we're right. But Cog, did you have any thoughts on Pragmata? And then you are up, sir.
Yeah, and I'm kind of ashamed of it because I saw it briefly, and I feel like every time I got a chance to be in proximity to this game, something happened. And when I was at Capcom's booth, I was like, I'm going to choose these other games. And then I believe it was Attic and King went to Pragmata, and they were like, bro, we love it. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, everything I've seen, I'm like, okay, it looks cool. But it's my all me. Like I haven't done enough research on it to be like, okay, is this truly for me? So I'm kind of in a wait and see with it. That's kind of thing. I'm like, I want people to get a hold of it, experience, and then they tell me, okay, no, Cog, this is a really great game you need to try. So that's what it is. But I ain't freaked out with a creepy girl yet, but I'm on a wait and see kind of thing with it. You know what I'm saying?
Not
shout out to you.
Yeah, real quick before you go into your number 8, I just want to. Another thing just about demos real quick on PlayStation. I'm a little scared to do demos now on PlayStation now because, well, demos that carry over into the main game.
Okay.
If it's a game that I want to play, because Trails in the Sky first chapter me over, man.
Wow.
The trophies didn't carry over, Sean. I did like a 2-hour demo for Trails in the Sky.
You don't go for platinums. What do you care?
Well, I still would like my trophies, man. I earned them. I earned like 3 or 4 or 5 trophies in that demo, and they didn't carry over to the main game. I'm sad, but anyways, Cognito, sir, what is your number 8?
Number 8. All right. So this one is more of a recency bias based on a trip. So as y'all know, I just came back from Tokyo, and last year, and Road to Tokyo was part of it, and I just fell in love with the culture. You know what I'm saying? Being out there, and I'm not gonna lie. I saw Forza Horizon 6.
Ooh.
It hit some emotional notes for me because I was in Shibuya, I was in Akihabara. They're going to all these iconic places, and I'm a Horizon guy. I'm not a motorsports guy. So for me, it's like I could go off road. I could go off the beaten path, and it's one of the best looking games and fun games, Playground does. So when I saw this locale, I'm like, yes, this is where I want to be when I do play for. This was like the in case of emergency break glass location. They're taking me there. So yeah, I'm ready, man. I am actually ready for Forza Horizon 6. And yeah, it just they're doing a lot of things that really speak to my sensibilities from a gameplay standpoint. So I am ready for that one.
Yeah, we did an episode recapping the developer direct because it was a great show. But I'm not a racing person. But I said on the episode, I'm like, I kind of want to play it just to drive around Japan. Like I want to look it because it looks gorgeous, and that's what I did with Horizon 5. I just played it just to the kind of look at the graphics and everything. And so I'm kind of thinking I'll do the same with 6 because I'm like that Japan looks so good. So I might have to play for that. But other than that, I'm not a huge racing person, but yeah, graphically gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. Sean, do you have any thoughts on Forza?
I when we did the Xbox thing, I shared my thoughts and I read my text from my dad. He was pretty excited. He was pretty excited for it. Racing game in Japan, that screams.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't really have any thoughts on that right now. Let's see. So my number 8 is going to be Resonance: A Plague Tale Legacy. That's right. The next game from, is it Asobo, I think? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the people who made Microsoft Flight Sim and also Plague Tale Innocence and Requiem, I think. Great games. I played both of them. Loved both of them. Liked Innocence a little more, but those are great games, awesome games, and I'm really looking forward to this next one. It looks very interesting. The graphics are always stunning. I love those games. They do give me a little bit of unease, a little bit of anxiety with all the rats going around and all this craziness, but man, it's a great experience, man. It's just a fun vibe. It's a cool setting, and like I don't know, I forget, like 14th century France or something. You got all the plague rats going around. You got like these medieval soldiers going around. Then you got the church acting crazy, and it's great, man. I'm really looking forward to Resonance: A Plague Tale Legacy. That is my number 8, and it will be played hopefully this year. There's so many games. It will be played at some time. I promise you that. That's my pick.
Yeah. Sean or Cog, you got anything about that?
Yeah, man, great series. So it kills it, man. I love how they focus on stealth and as opposed to like direct combat. And then one thing about like what does I call like the rat mechanics, like amazing in those games, like the sheer volume and how they control the flow of how you can move around in the game. So yeah, I know Maddie loves that series, and we don't feel like Asobo gets enough credit for how diverse and great a developer they are technically, and that new one, it looks cool. So I like the choice, man.
Yeah, that's who I was saying. That's who I was saying Xbox needed to buy, not damn ABK. But anyway,
yeah. Sean, you got anything about that series or
no?
All right, so I will say that it's also my number 8. So ooh, okay. I am very excited for it. I've only played Innocence. I remember I played it twice in a row when I first played it because I loved it so much. I just never got around to Requiem, and that was I believe that was one of my my resolutions this year is to play Requiem because I've been wanting to. I own it. I'm as the person who has to replay an entire series before they get to the next game because I'm an insane person. I'm gonna have to replay Innocence, and since I have that on PlayStation also, I know I got a PS5 upgrade, so I'm very curious to see how well Innocence plays. So I'll play both of them and then Resonance. I know this game is a very different tone, kind of, and you play as a new person, I believe. And so I'm not sure because I know some people were saying, like, you play as this person from the other game. I'm like, well, I haven't met that person yet. So, but yeah, the Innocence was such a great game that I'm so excited for this one. And I'm excited. I heard Requiem from some people's better. I've heard from others that it's worse, but I think it's just because it's a different play style. But yeah, I'm excited to replay those and play this. So yeah, Resonance, Plague Tale Legacy looks great. But Sean, you are up.
All right, for my number 7 game, I'm going to take a little break from the Japanese devs, give them a little time off, and we're gonna go to Lego Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight. This comes out on May 29th. I'm really excited. I love Lego games. I actually really liked the direction they took the Skywalker saga. I know everyone's like, "Oh, it's so bloated." I liked it. Obviously, it was very big. My favorite Lego games are the DC games. Like I love Lego Batman 1 through 3. I love the DC Supervillains game. This looks freaking awesome. They have all the different versions of Batman in there. It kind of looks much more like it's like Arkham Knight. It's like Arkham but Lego. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with this. And these Lego games are very much like not like it's very much easy pick up and play. Like just enjoy yourself. You don't have to like think about it. There's always some humor in there. So I'm really looking forward to this because it's been a while since I played a Lego game. It's been since that Skywalker Saga game. So yeah, it looks good. I love Arkham, and I really like the whole Batman universe. So we'll see. Batman cross Lego. Let's go.
Have they even released a game since Skywalker Saga?
No, that was the last game they released. But since then I picked up like Lego Indiana Jones just to play it, even though I've never played Indiana. Okay. Even though I've never not a big Indiana Jones guy, and I like never got around to it.
Yeah, I've played them all. I love the Lego games. It's been I've said this a million times before, but it's a tradition between me and my older brother. We've played every single Lego game since the PS2. Like it's just a tradition that we had where every single one that came out, because we loved building Legos when we were kids and all that. So we've always played these games together. So like when we were in high school or college or just out of college, we had to kind of wait for holidays to get together to get through them. And that's the one reason I didn't like the Skywalker Saga, is because that game is like 150 hours to get the freaking platinum. And when me and him couldn't see each other that often, and there's no online play, that we're sitting there trying to get this platinum for like months and we couldn't do it. But I'm very excited for this. We're both huge Batman fans, so I'm excited to see what they do. And I know it's basically going to be like Skywalker Saga for Batman, where they adapt basically all the movies, and it's going to be all the different universes. So,
but one thing that is different is they're not going to have this is not like a million playable characters. There's only 7 playable characters in this. It's much more going to be like story focused. So that's why they're taking a little bit of a different direction. So that kind of gives me a little bit of hype too. But it's going to have that Lego theme in there. Also, Hodge, we're completely wrong. We missed the best Lego game ever that was released in Skywalker Saga, Lego Horizon. Come on.
Oh God!
There you go.
Actually, I haven't played that.
I'm one of the biggest Horizon fans here, and I'm like, no, I'm good with that.
Oh, you was like, no,
I don't need Lego Horizon. I don't need that.
Why not? Why not?
Because that's not what I'm looking for at Horizon there.
All right.
Yeah, he just wants hunter gatherers or whatever that one's called.
Yeah, of course, good. You know that. You know I'm gonna be all over that, Mr. Multiplayer over here.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. Yeah, now I think Lego Batman, great pick, Sean. It looks cool. I probably won't play it because I'm not a huge Lego guy, but I think it actually looks pretty sweet. All right, Cog, if you have thoughts, but you're up, man.
Yeah, no, great choice, Sean. I am not the Lego guy, but that game will do it for me because it's the Arkham system. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna front. I'm a Batman fanboy in that sense. And once you know what it is, I saw Bane. That's what did it for me. And if they do the voice, are they going to do the voice?
All the Lego games since like Jurassic Park has done actual voice acting. So I would assume so.
I need that. If I got that, you got me day one. Now I'm a big Bane. I need to see his backbone.
Wreckage, brother.
Yes, bro. I think it's the most amazing decision they ever did. But anyway, I'm with you on that one. Number seven. I'm gonna go commercial again. I'm gonna keep it very basic. And what's weird about this choice is that I am really not a fan too much of this series. Not that I think it's overrated, but I'm not the biggest fan. But I must admit, as we're getting closer, Grand Theft Auto, I'm gonna have to see.
Oh wow,
what you're doing? It is. Look, for me to disrespect Rockstar is just sacrilegious. What they do in terms generationally and how they push technology in the open world formula, right? My issue is not that the games are never good, is that I get so distracted. I never stay on course with the main quest of what I'm supposed to do, because I'm like, oh, look, squirrel, I can do this, I can do that, I can go jack somebody over here. Like, that's my problem. It's a me problem. It's nothing to do with Rockstar. But look, man, that depiction of Florida looks amazing. One thing about them, they're very bold on what I consider social commentary and the parodying of it, right? And I'm like, damn, that's so accurate, though. Depending on different, neighborhoods, regions, climates, people. I just think it's fun. So look, I want to be there. And ultimately, this is, I know we've been talking about consoles and what's been going on in this. Grand Theft Auto is going to be a huge injection and boost to the console space, and we need it right now. So I'm pulling for them. I want to see what happens. Rockstar, those guys are wizards, and yeah, man, Grand Theft Auto 6, I will be there day one to partake.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's okay to squirrel. That's part of the experience, man. Go squirrel. Go do your thing, man. Go jack that car and go do some fun. Go stick up the store. But then after you do that and you get a little bored, then you go to the next little D icon or whatever, the mission, right? And then take the next main mission. That's all you gotta do. Just get back on track.
You got a lot of willpower. You're stronger than me. I just get too distracted. I have my own little quests and games going on.
This will be the one though that's gonna get you. This will be the one. All right, all of us are going to talk about this later, right?
Hodge is definitely not.
No, Hodge is
right. Hodge, I forgot. Hodge is a hater.
I want to hear the hate because I used to be a hater. I want to hear Hodge. Go ahead. Get your hate off.
So, no, I have nothing against Rockstar as a company, obviously, but GTA games have just never spoken to me. Like, Red Dead Redemption is an amazing game. I love that game. I've said a million times, Undead Nightmare is the greatest expansion ever created for games. I love that expansion so much. RDR2, I fell off, but it was because it was at launch on my Xbox. I don't know why. It kept crashing, so I just fell off it, and I decided, hey, if they ever have the next gen update, I'll go into it again. But apparently that's not happening. So I'm waiting on that to go back to that. But I don't know. It's just the vibe of GTA has never spoken to me. I played 3 on PS2 back in the day just because it was like, oh my God, open world. It's amazing. I just didn't like it. I played a little bit of 5 and it was just, it's whatever. So I understand that this game is going to be a monster. It's going to sell 7 billion copies. It's going to be number 1 for the next 150 years. Like I get all that. It's just, it doesn't speak to me. Maybe I'll play it. Maybe it does come out and everyone's like, no, seriously, it's like the greatest game ever made. And then I'll be like, all right, fine. I'll give it a freaking try. And graphically, what they've shown, it obviously looks like it is going to be a monster when it comes to graphics, and that art style is enough to get me into games. Like, I've played games that aren't that great purely because I like how they look. So who knows? GTA might even do that for me, because now that I have my PS5 Pro, that thing running on that thing might be a monster. Exactly. Yeah. So I who knows? I might like it, but I can't say I have any hype for it because GTA has just never spoken to me. So that's why I don't poo-poo GTA. Like, these games are terrible, because that'd be a stupid thing to say, because obviously they are objectively not bad games. It's just they don't speak to me. So
we're very similar in that regard, brother. Like I said, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I respect it. I respect some good hating, man. Somebody's got to hate. Like with Expedition 33, it was always me hating. Everyone else was, giving it like the Gok 9000, like sucking it off. And I was like, man, it's good. I was like, man, it's good. It's a good game, but it's like, come on, man. Come on.
Hey, I will say, I said it at the time. I love that game as my game of the year, but I still think Troy Baker should have won Best Actor, because him as Indy was incredible. So I will say that. But I mean, even though you like Jennifer English, so
I love Jennifer English, but I will be honest. She's an amazing voice actress, but she needs to work on developing some different characters, because she always sounds the same in every game. But she is amazing, though. Like I said, like when she was doing like those vision scenes, like she was literally giving me anxiety. Like, she was so into the fear in her voice. But anyway, I appreciate your hatred. But hey, you're gonna play Vice City this year. You have to. It was your Secret Santa, so that's gonna hook you.
Yeah. So Cog, every Christmas episode, at the end of the year, we always do a Christmas episode. We do a Secret Santa where we give each other gifts, and so so that's why Midnight played Control. I gifted him Control, and so this year he gifted me Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So I have to play Vice City this year.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Go get the indoctrination.
Yeah.
All right. So I am up next. And my number 7 pick is a little game that Cog already talked about. And it is Forza Horizon 6. Wow, that's right, sir. That's right. We're going to be racing in Japan, Cog.
Let's go.
I've never been big into racing either. I've never played any of the Forzas seriously. I dabbled in Forza Horizon 4 in the UK a little bit. I'm definitely more of a Horizon person. I like the open world. I like the more arcadey nature. But yeah, when I saw this though, like, Japan, say what you will about Japan, it's kind of weird. There's too many weebs, right? But it's beautiful though. It's beautiful though. You can't knock that though. I mean, the foliage, the four seasons that they got going on. You got like the freaking cherry blossoms and stuff, the castles, the architecture. It's very beautiful, man. The snow up in the top in Hokkaido or whatever. I don't know. It's amazing. And I want to do the Tokyo Drift. I want to be racing all around. I want to see Mount Fuji. I want to see it all, dude. I want to go around. I also like how they were talking about it, how you're gonna be like Drake started from the bottom, now we're here. They're bringing that back. Like you start as like kind of like a scrub with like a weak vehicle, and you're gonna have to win some races, and then you get a better car, and then you get a better car, and you get a better car. And I like that progression loop, right? That's the stuff that hooks my brain. Like an RPG, I got RPG brain rot. That's the stuff that hooks me. So Forza Horizon 6, I think I'm gonna be playing it. And here's the thing here, I think I'm gonna be playing it on the PS5 Pro.
Hey man,
or PC.
Hey, look,
better graphics because I want that Japan looking pristine.
I'm with you. That it looks spectacular. I love the verticality of a lot of the maps, which was honestly like a first, but I really see that since they done like Lego track stuff, and I was like, that kind of represents Japan. And the last thing I need from them, if they give us like a at night Tokyo Drift style mode, it's gonna hit different, man. So I am with you on that.
Yeah, man. They got you out there racing the bullet train, the Shinkansen or whatever. Like, it's just, Japan's beautiful. It really
is.
Absolutely beautiful country. You can't take that away from it. The hot springs and all the stuff they got.
Yeah, that is the one country I want to visit more than any other. I can't. One day I'll get to Japan.
Gotta do it, brother. One of the best experiences you'll have.
All right, so we already talked about this. No one really has bars, I don't think. Hodge, you're up.
So I have a feeling this is going to be on probably some of your guys' lists, but I don't know. And that is Fable. So I have I've played the OGs a couple. Like I had a buddy in high school who was really into them, so I kind of co-opted him with a little bit. But that's really all I did. I never played them on my own, but I remember they were very charming. And again, as I've said, Cog, you haven't heard this, but like, so Hogwarts Legacy, I played it finally all the way through last year because I just put it off, and it was so charming. I love the magic, like it just felt so cozy, and I'm getting that vibe from Fable. It just feels so cozy, so like such a charming game. I am actually legitimately hyped for this game as someone who's not a Fable fan. I love the British humor. I saw a lot of people complain about the Office humor. I think it looks actually hilarious. I love that, and so I'm very, very, very excited for this game. I have it higher up just because I'm not the biggest fantasy RPG person, as we've all talked about before. But this game, it's selling me. If I might play it on PS5 Pro, I might try it on Game Pass just to get a feel of it first and then get it on PlayStation. But because I still got that Game Pass, it is, as they say, best deal in gaming. So, but yeah, I'm just so hyped for this game. It looks so funny. So, and again, like I said, so charming and comfortable. Like that's the kind of vibe that I would love from a fantasy game. So yeah, Fable.
As the biggest Fable hater here, I think it looks good. And I know I have to play. I know I have to actually play this, or people are going to kill me. I have to. I know I have to. AC, that's for you.
Funny.
Yeah,
we're going to show up at your door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like what was that? Was it Office Space where they showed up at people's door? No, it wasn't Office Space. It was Clerks.
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, anyone else have bars for Fable?
Maybe later.
Yeah, I don't have any bars for Fable. I don't care about that game. But Sean, you are up, sir.
All right, I am up, and with my number 6 pick, we're gonna go back to Japan, back to the Japanese devs. We had a little time off, but not so much anymore. And we are gonna go with Brigadine Abyss. This is a game that was revealed at the State of Play. This is a tactics JRPG for the PlayStation. It was a series that was originated in PS1. And Hodge, I talked about how I have no idea how I didn't own this game because my dad was buying every single friggin' JRPG Japanese game for PlayStation back in the day. Somehow this this did not hit the Mason household somehow. So this is a continuation of the series. So I'm looking forward to it. I actually brought it up to Hodge that I was gonna actually I went on eBay, looked up an original copy of the PS1 game, Brigadine Abyss, and I actually did buy it. So I am gonna crank out the old PS2 and play that Brigadine Abyss. If this was an Xbox, I could probably play it on my Xbox somehow because they would somehow bring it forward, But not here. So I am looking forward to this. I talked about it a lot last week. So if you want to hear my full thoughts on the game, we can talk about it. You can go back to it last week. Short answer short. Game looks gorgeous. Gameplay looks cool. Really excited to get into this world.
Yeah, it's on Steam, Sean. Just get a PC.
You know what?
No one can afford a PC now with RAM prices. Jeez.
But I already bought the PS1 disc, so I'll crank out the old PS2. Now the question is, do I crank out the fat PS2 from the OG launch, or do I get the slim version? Do I crank out the silver slim that we have?
I never had a slim.
Man. Flip a coin.
I don't know if I boot up the launch PS2. I don't know, that thing might explode.
It might. Yeah.
Launch day.
Like take off.
Circuit City.
What a console!
Yeah, take it back.
All right. I got nothing on that game. Does anyone?
Just I love the. It looks like tactical RPG.
Yeah, it's like a tactical JRPG.
When I saw the grids, I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay. Yeah, my attention.
But yeah, I mean that is. Oh, you already have the disc, so never mind. I was gonna say. Okay. All right. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cog,
you are up. Number six. Insomniac, come to the front of the congregation. We need to talk. I want to see what you're doing. Wolverine. I want to see what have you learned through the Spider-Man series, through MCU characters. I want to see how you translate grit, gore, darker tone, not as friendly, with dealing with someone like Peter Parker. Look, I'm an MCU guy, I admit, so I want to see. I like the idea of Insomniac kind of creating their own video game cinematic universe, so to speak, where there could be potential crossover. So that excites me. I saw some things from the tone and the motorcycle stuff. They've got a lot to prove to me. I mean, I will say I'm not like 100% sold yet, but I'm excited that they're taking on the challenge of a Wolverine character. Graphically, it looks good. And now it's just going to be a matter of the gameplay and if they land the plane. So, yeah, Insomniac, man. I am ready to see what Wolverine does.
Insomniac doesn't miss. Wolverine's going to be great. I know it is. I was under the impression that they totally rebooted this game from after all those leaks came out. I think they completely changed direction of the game, completely changed everything. That's my take on it. But I think Insomniac they constantly deliver. So I am really looking forward to this. I'm not the biggest Marvel guy. Wolverine though, the X-Men, Wolverine, that whole universe, that is one of the only, that and Spider-Man are like the only two Marvel characters that really I was really looking forward to that, hype me in, drag me into the Marvel universe. I actually wrote 2 papers in college on the X-Men, the whole X-Men. Nice. So that was really cool. So I do like it. So I am looking forward to it. But honestly, I totally forgot that this was confirmed for 2026. So I didn't even put it on my list.
All good. So many games, bro, right?
Yeah.
So many games.
Yeah. I didn't include this. It is in my top 20, but I didn't put it in the top 10 purely because, again, you're right. Insomniac doesn't miss. I actually think they're Sony's best studio, even above Naughty Dog. Because Ratchet and Clank is amazing, and the Spider-Man.
Fix your face, Midnight.
Yeah, he finally played Last of Us 2 last year.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah. Naughty gods. Yeah. I know where he is.
Naughty Dog, Sucker Punch.
Even though he hasn't played on...
Continue, sir.
Even though Media Molecule. Come on, guys. Media Molecule.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Blue Point! Wait, oh no.
Oh, yeah.
But the only reason why this didn't make my top 10 is because so Ratchet and Clank, obviously, it's the platformer, which I love. I love platformers. And then Spider-Man, it's so fluid. It's a fluid Arkham Knight almost, in a way. And this one just seems...
games, too.
Yeah, and this one just seems more brawly than open and fluid. Right. So it's kind of the thing of it's very brutal. Obviously, in the trailer, he shows him slicing people up with his claws and everything. It's just such a different tone that I know Insomniac doesn't miss, but I am still looks a little more action brawly than fluid brawl. So I'm
you know what it looks like to me? It looks like a Sucker Punch game.
Kinda, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's really I'm hyped for this game. Wolverine I grew up obsessed with Wolverine again, X-Men and stuff. I was a huge Marvel nerd growing up, but It just I feel like I just need to see like one more trailer of like a gameplay mission or something.
Fair.
Like not a quick action-y trailer. I need to see a mission played, because as of right now, I'm like, it looks good, and I know I have to believe in Insomniac, but I'm not like hyped for it yet.
You need a little bit more to be sold. I got you.
Yeah. But it obviously, again, Insomniac, they don't miss. So I'm hoping it's great.
Good pick. Not on my list, however, it is a good pick. I am also pretty excited for this game. Honorable mention for me. I will play this at some point, no doubt. I did enjoy all the Spider-Man games. I enjoyed. My favorite was the first one, 2016 or whatever. No,
18.
Actually, that's a lie. My favorite was Miles Morales.
Let's go.
I love Miles Morales because I love that tight, like 8 to 10 hour runtime was like perfect. And I like Miles, and I thought it actually, people kind of hated on the story, but I kind of like the story in that. And then followed very closely by the first one, and then 2 I thought was a little bit of a step back, but still good. Still good.
2 is my favorite one.
Really interesting.
Yep, I love 2.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now that it's on PS Plus, I can finally play
it. But yeah, they make fun games. I'm not a huge Marvel guy. I find cape slop games a little bit to be predictable and samey, but but like I said, I think it's good. Insomniac is a great studio. I personally disagree that they are the best studio because Naughty Dog is in the building, Sucker Punch is in the building, Santa Monica is in the building. But anyway, I respect your opinion, though, my friend Hodge. And with that said, I am up.
Yep.
So with my next pick, what are we at right now? What is this?
6.
Number 6. Another amazing Sony studio here that I honestly may be better than it. Anyway, MLB The Show 26, boys. How about that?
Okay.
This, I don't know if anyone expected this because I haven't played MLB The Show since 21 or 22. It's been a minute. But I
have to crank out the MLB trivia for you midnight again. Do we have to do this again? Where I crank out and you don't know any of the answers?
Break it out. Quiz me. But I love MLB The Show game so much that I have to literally stop myself from playing it. I literally have to not play for multiple years in a row because it will literally take so much of my time. Because I'm addicted to Diamond Dynasty. That's the mode that I love. Diamond Dynasty mode is like Marvel, like Madden Ultimate Team or FIFA Ultimate Team or 2K, whatever, My Team mode or whatever, right? But it's free to play friendly. You don't have to spend money in Diamond Dynasty. That's why they give you 99 overall players out the ass. You just play the game and they're just giving you amazing cards. They're just giving you diamond cards. It's amazing. So you just play the game a bunch. There's all these fun game modes and you can assemble an amazing team, and then you play people online and you play challenges against the CPU, and it's so fun. And it really steals so much of my time, and that's the reason why I haven't played it for the past like 3 or 4 years, because I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to play other games because I'm going to be hooked. But I think 26 is the year that I go back and get my time sucked. Pause. Sean, if you want to hit me with a trivia or two, feel free.
Here we go. Midnight 2011 World Series champion. Who was it? Quick. 3, 2, 1. Cardinals. 7 games over the Rangers. Come on, let's go.
No fucking clue. Yeah, I'm not a huge baseball fan, but I am a fan of Diamond Dynasty. How about that?
Got my big fantasy draft next week.
Sean, do you ever play the show? You don't like the show?
I love the show.
It was the White Sox. 2016 was the Cubs.
Have you ever played Diamond Dynasty?
Chicago bias.
I will not play Diamond Dynasty.
Why not? It's free, dude. It's free to play. You don't have to spend a cent.
Wait, when I play MLB The Show, I like to do the franchise mode. I like to be like the sim guy. I sim it. I do. Okay. I don't actually play the games. I do the sim. You should have seen it. The only time I actually, I used to really get in the show when they were on PSP and Vita.
Oh, hell yeah.
MLB 06 The Show, the first MLB The Show game. David Ortiz on the cover. I had it for PSP. I remember getting it. I was 9 years old. I played my career, Road to the Show, and I got to the year like 2024. I was on the Cubs franchise, the starting pitcher. I was a left-hander, even though I was a righty, and I was black, and I threw submarine. No idea why, but my name was Sean Mason. I was in the Cubs organization. 3 Cy Youngs, couple World Series rings. It was great.
Hey, shout out to you, Sean, on Black History Month. Representing,
doing
man.
it right,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Doing it right.
Should have been LaShawn.
For me and Cog.
Yo,
No, but I used to play the show religiously, like every year. Like I had 06 to I'd probably say 16 every single year. I'll never forget MLB, like getting MLB 10 and 11 on release day with Joe Mauer was on the cover of both of them, and like I remember getting 10, instantly coming home and me and my dad just like playing it constantly, and then 11 hit, and I remember I had an older friend who could drive because I was just getting into high school. Older friend who was like 2 years older than me. We drove down to GameStop, picked up MLB 11, literally played it all weekend. That's all we did.
I love this, Midnight. Yo, I love the ballsiness of your choice, because I know a lot of people would kind of hardcore gamers would kind of criticize this choice, so to speak. But I love it because I do love this show. I will say that for me, I think for my mode was it the March to October,
which was first reveal, which was the first in MLB 21. Because I remember I did it with the Mets and it was awesome.
Oh, it was awesome, bro. And then for me, as a person who doesn't have a lot of time, when they added the feature, I believe it was like quick counts and stuff like that. Just little basic quality of life things that really extend. So yeah, I'm with you on that. Fun quick story is that I remember, this is my best Phil Spencer moment, is that I remember when during the time they did not have a baseball game on the Xbox and MLB The Show, I was very jealous. I was like, man, that PlayStation game, man, Xbox doesn't have any baseball game. And I remember speaking to him at the time, and I was just like, bro, what is going on? Like, you guys have the money because MLB licensed, you can still make your own game. And they were like, okay, Kyle, we will look into it. And then maybe 2 years later, that's when the Game Pass situation, it was able to come onto the platform. I was like, yes, I'm finally get baseball on Xbox. So that's my greatest Phil's moment. I was like, you did it. You brought it up. Kind of thing. So salute to MLB.
That was huge
deal. I did a Mercy Part with Colin on that one. He was like, yeah, the way they structured that contract, he was like, Sony should be kind of ashamed of itself of how that happened. But yeah, man, I was just happy that more people got a chance to play that game because it is amazing.
Yeah. One thing I'll say about MLB The Show is I used to really love the Road to the Show mode. Yeah. One thing I really want them to do with Road to the Show is, you know how MLB 2K or NBA 2K used to, I don't know if they still do because I don't play it anymore, but they used to have on the My Player mode, they used to have like a full story with like cutscenes and everything.
So
and it was a little cheesy. It was a little cheesy at times too, but I kind of want Road to the Show to do something like that. I think that would be cool. I want like a story, man. Give me a story. You know, I'm a narrative guy.
I'm with you.
Just for 1 year. Just for 1 year. Let me, you know.
I'm with you.
They were kind of corny sometimes, but give it to me, man.
I'm with you, man. I did secretly enjoy it.
Yeah, man. They started off all right. Like the first one or two were all right, and then they got increasingly cringe.
Your friend gets killed in one of them. Yo, freak!
Yeah, they started to get increasingly like more cringy and stuff.
Frequency vibrations. That was your name.
I remember. I played that one. Yeah. That one you talk about with Free. I played that one. I know what you're talking about, Sean. It's hilarious.
Jackson Ellis. Yo, Jackson Ellis.
The rival. Remember you used to have the little rival. Yeah.
But I love MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty, man. Nice. It's so good. Like all of those other modes like that are just so predatory. Like they just want all your money. But Diamond Dynasty is not like that, dude. They're just giving you cards for free, and they make fun ways for you to earn it. Like you do some challenges, you complete a conquest map, you earn these, complete a set, you get these awesome cards. It's fun. But Hodge, my friend, or does anyone else have bars?
Otherwise, last thing before Hodge goes, real quick, last trivia here. Who's on the cover? Midnight, go right now. 3, 2.
I don't know.
Aaron Judge, come on!
Oh, that's right.
Baseball kicking in. I love it.
I'm a fraud, I guess. I just like Diamond Dynasty.
I know. I'm just messing with you, bud. I'm just.
Sure, we got Bo Bichette. We got.
I ordered a Bichette jersey. Right now, I'm wearing my Lindor jersey, but I have a Bichette jersey coming.
I'm wearing my jersey.
Ooh, All right, let's get Hodge straight before he loses the mind on the damn sports talk.
Well, I love sports. I just don't care about MLB. I was thinking I haven't bought a sports game since NHL 2011 2011 because that's when Jonathan Toews was on the cover.
Representation.
Okay, there we go. Look at that Dugax. There we go.
And and then one thing, last thing before Hodge, real quick. Last thing, we all know Cog's #1 game is going to be Madden, so let's go. All right.
Hell no! I
remember. I remember.
You know my presentation about that game.
We're like, we appreciate you, Cog, but you're not welcome back on the show.
Exactly. Escorted out of the building.
All right, Hodge, sir, what is your next game?
All right, number 6. It would have been higher, but they left a huge part out of it, and that is Halo Campaign Evolved. I am so excited to replay this game with this Unreal Engine, even though I've seen a little bit of graphical but the fact that they left the multiplayer out is really what is keeping it in my like bottom 5, because playing Blood Gulch multiplayer back in the day, there's no better multiplayer like experience than Blood Gulch. And so then only doing the campaign just kind of bums me out. I might play this on PlayStation, as sacrilegious as that is, just because why not? It's gonna be there. But I love the Halo, especially the OG trilogy. I love 4. Infinite was pretty good. 5 exists. And so I'm so excited to replay this campaign. And the fact that this campaign is 4-player co-op is awesome. I cannot wait to do that 4-player. That is going to be so much fun. So, I mean, as everyone knows, we all love Halo. Even Sean, who's not an Xbot, likes Halo. So, I'm so excited to play this campaign again with the new graphics. So, yeah.
Yep. Based. That's all I'll say. Nothing needs to be said about Halo.
Yeah, I'm with it, man. And like I said, I'm in the same boat as you. It would have been higher and included on my list. It's just that, the multiplayer. But yeah, I'm with you. I think shout out to them for having some different narrative moments that they will explore that wasn't in the original, which is kind of interesting with Sergeant Johnson and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, like I loved the Halo 2 remake that they did for the Master Chief Collection. Like, I want to see this game with those graphics, because that Halo 2, those cutscenes were on another level when they redid that game. Those were so beautiful. So I wish they would do it with 3 also. But I mean, if this one sells, I'm sure they will do 2 and 3 eventually. But I love Halo, so I'm so excited for this.
No doubt.
All right, Sean.
Well, funny enough, my number 5 is Halo Campaign Evolved.
Oh wow!
Mr. Sean, Mr. Sony Pony over here, Mr. Nintendo, Mr. Nintendo, whatever they call it, Nintendo nerd. I don't even know what they call Nintendo.
Nintendo, yeah,
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Yep, I have the Microsoft Studios, the Xbox game Halo on my list. Me and Hodge joked, and Locke joked about it 2 weeks ago, how I had Halo 3 on my top 30, and I was like, Halo 3 is amazing. I think Halo is one of the greatest shooters of all time. I'm super excited to dive back into the Halo campaign. For me, one of the selling points is no multiplayer. Get all that multiplayer crap out. Focus solely on the campaign. Let's go. 4-player co-op has me hyped. I cannot wait. I'm going to be playing this game co-op as I do all my Halo games. I'm really looking forward to the retelling of one of the beginning of the pinnacle of the Halo, that Halo trilogy. I mean, even Hodge, me and you've talked about, even Halo 4 is great. It kind of drops off after 4, but I'm really looking forward to this. I can't wait to see the changes they make, how different some of the things are. I know that they are looking to include some stuff that they had to originally cut out because they just couldn't put it in back in the day. So I am totally looking forward to playing this Master Chief. And as we all know, I did enjoy the Halo show as this is not a Halo show, but it's an enjoyable show. So I want to get back into the universe of Halo with my Master Chief.
Yeah, got Master Cheeks out there.
Yeah.
But
My only concern is this. Now that Phil's gone and we're getting all this AI, Cortana is going to be in control of Microsoft. Pretty controlling Xbox. So.
Oh yeah, they're gonna love to promote her.
Yeah, right.
I hope she don't turn evil again.
Man, great choice. Great choice.
Yeah, good choice. I didn't really give any bars last time. I'll just say, I did love, playing co-op with your boys through the campaign. What was it on Legendary, right? You got to beat it on Legendary and get the achievement, that way.
Get all the skulls.
Yeah, badge of honor.
Yeah,
skull hunting. I loved doing that so much. I love it.
Halo 2, getting the Scarab gun.
This game is not on my list, but great choice, guys. It's an honorable mention.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cog,
Yo,
you are next.
keep forgetting this game supposedly is coming out. Capcom come back to the table, man. Onimusha, man. I remember playing the original ones, and I remember when they first came out, it was kind of like billed as like a samurai ripoff Resident Evil based on the style of art and the camera angle stuff. But to see the evolution of where they're going now is spectacular. I love the fighting. I love, the creativity with the combat. I think the story seems really cool to me as far as like, I like stories where it's like this Oni and you've died and it's vengeful spirit and you stay alive and stuff like that. So I'm excited, man. The more I see, the more I get hype. And I believe they got like a famous actor who's doing, portraying the main, protagonist, which is kind of interesting as well. So Onimusha, the more I see it, the more I saw a lot of it behind closed doors. I was blown away. They are doing a lot of creative things with combat. So keeping my fingers crossed. Capcom has been cooking lately. They've been on a heater, I feel, this generation. And Onimusha is on my list.
Yeah, I've never gotten into this series. It was just one that always fell just by the wayside. But this one looks so gorgeous that it's like, man, as everyone talks, like Capcom is on their game nowadays. So it's like, even though I don't really think Pragmata is that great, but it looks gorgeous. And this would be one of those that, like, if I just was trying to find something to play, which is rare, I would probably try look into this one. But yeah, it looks good. So
yeah. I think this does look pretty good. I don't know if I will play it or get to it just due to time and with so many games, but it does look cool. Let's see. Sean, did you have any thoughts on this one?
I've never played Onimusha. I know I probably love it, but it looks really good.
All right. Okay, so my number 5 pick is going to be a little game called The Blood of John Walker. Ooh. This game, Cog, you're looking like you haven't heard of this. This is from a little studio called Rebel Wolves. Now, you might be wondering, who is Rebel Wolves? Rebel Wolves is a studio that was put together by the creative director of The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077 and a bunch of other CD Projekt Red developers. So we got goated developers and talent over here, a bunch of CD Projekt Red developers and other great devs. It is a CD Projekt Red style RPG where you play as a Dawn Walker. So during the day, you're like in between a vampire and a human. So during the day, you're walking around sword fighting and doing cool stuff. And at night, you kind of turn into a vampire. And it just looks really cool. They showed where you're like traversing the world and like using your abilities and like you got to choose when to feed on people. I don't know. This game shows a lot of promise. I am a little bit worried. I hope they stick the landing. It's a brand new team, so who knows? But I think that this game has a ton of potential. I think this game could be incredible. I'm hoping for an awesome story with fun combat. I'm hoping for a CD Projekt Red like experience. And if they can deliver even half of the greatness of The Witcher 3 or Cyberpunk, it's going to be amazing. They literally have the creative director, the lead of Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk. And a bunch of the other like high ranking devs moved over too. So I'm sold. And they did show off a bunch of gameplay recently, and it looked pretty solid. So, and I know Lockmort, our boy, is excited for this too. He's really hyped. Of course, me and Locke have very similar interests, so that's not surprising. And you guys were slandering me, by the way, about that random MMO that I was into, which was Dark Age of Camelot. And I mentioned... And when I brought that up, by the way, Locke was like, oh, that was one of my favorites too. Him and I, 2 peas in a pod right there. That was a great game. But The Blood of John Walker. That's my number 5 pick.
Yeah, looks good. I actually do remember it now. I remember seeing that whole trailer, that cinematic reveal, the traversal, and then I think ending up in a church boss fight, some crazy stuff. It did look. I forgot all about this game. Yeah, it looked promising. I didn't realize the amount of talent amassed on it. So yeah, I'm pulling for them to land that played as well because it looks good.
Yeah, a bunch of CD Projekt Red talent. So hopefully it's good, man. Those Polish devs, they do it, man.
That's my Polish developers, man. They do their thing.
Yeah. All right, Hodge and Sean, not really your type.
I got enough vampires from Redfall, so I'm good.
Redfall game. When's the Game of the Year edition coming out, man?
When's that port coming over?
Hodge, what is your number 5, sir?
Well, quickly, I actually had Blood of the Dawnwalker on my top 20. It just didn't make my top 10. I'm not like huge, obviously, into the CD Projekt, but this game does look awesome. Like, I'm very intrigued. I might have to give it a try if it's available easily for me. I'm probably not going to drop 70 on it, but I am very curious about this game. It looks really cool. So, yeah, it barely missed my top 10. But my number 5 is a little game for the Nintendo Switch 2. I was torn between this and another game of this type, and that is Orbitals. It is that 2-player co-op game that looks like a 1980s sci-fi anime, and it is gorgeous. And my girlfriend has already agreed to play with me because we like playing co-op games together, and it just looks so much fun. And that art, like I said, art styles alone have sold me on games, and the art in that game looks so good. Like, it straight up looks like an anime from that era, and it's unbelievable how good it looks. So the other one I was torn between is, because it's kind of a similar game, is Out of Words. It's that claymation one, but I think I'm more excited for Orbitals than this, and I didn't want to include them both on my list, but it looks so much fun. Like, we just got done playing It Takes Two, which deserved that Game of the Year that it won. A phenomenal game. So it just looks like that kind of game, but in this amazing sci-fi anime aesthetic, and I am so excited for this game. So, yeah, Orbitals.
Okay.
Nice choice. I remember this game from the Direct. Really good. And co-op. It screams like an anime. It jumps off the page. I have to admit, I do remember this one. Did you go for do Split Fiction or no?
I played that with my brother.
Okay.
We've only been dating for a little bit, but I played that when it came out with my brother. Split Fiction is incredible. That game. It Takes Two has the better story, but Split Fiction has the better gameplay.
Like the things they're doing is pretty amazing. Like,
the fact that you were constantly splitting between the fantasy and the sci-fi, it was dope. So fluid. I could not believe how amazing that game played. The story, the characters were a little cringe, but other than that, I loved that game so much. Yes. I am a huge Hazelight fan now. Whatever they make, give it to me. Those were so good. But
all right. Sean, did you have any thoughts on Orbitals?
No.
Okay. We've been doing the audio listeners a little dirty. I think we need to do a quick recap for the audio listeners. Sean, can you recap your first 6 games real quick?
Yeah, my first 6 games. I have Pokemon Pokopia, 7 Deadly Sins Origin, Pragmata, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, Brigadine Abyss, and Halo Campaign Evolved.
Great list. Cog, yours?
Yeah, 10 is with Replaced, and then we have Marathon, Forza Horizon 6, and then Grand Theft Auto 6, and number 5 was Onimusha.
And you had Wolverine at 6.
You got Marvel's Wolverine in there too. Yeah.
Wolverine, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. And then you're up.
I had Tomb Raider, Legacy of Atlantis, Control Resonance, Resonance of Plague Tale Legacy, Forza Horizon 6, MLB The Show 26, and The Blood of Dawnwalker. And Hodge?
I had RE Requiem, Halloween, Resonance Plague Tale Legacy, Fable, Halo Campaign Evolved, I almost said Combat, and Orbitals.
All right. All right, Cog, I'll DM you or I'm going to post in the chat the link to the Google Doc if you want to pull it up. You have access. I never took it away. So.
Oh, cool. I forgot it was a doc.
Just so if you want to, you have it.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, we're in the final 4 now. What is your number 4?
All right, I've spoken about this game many times. I spoke about it last week with Hodge. That's Beast of Reincarnation, the Game Freak game, the non-Pokemon Game Freak game. So I am, like I said, we talked about it a lot last week. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's super cool. It takes place in Japan in 4026, and it's post-apocalyptic. I think the combat looks awesome. It's like an action RPG. It's like Nier and Black Myth Wukong and Sekiro, and just almost like FromSoft combat, but not like a FromSoft game where you're getting killed and you have to collect your souls. So I'm looking forward to it, just to see what Game Freak can do with an actual budget. So yeah, we'll if you want to hear, me and Hodge talked a lot more about it last week. Yeah. So because we were both pretty impressed.
Yeah. So I'll go really quickly for those who didn't listen to last week's episode. This is a game that if it weren't in Game Pass, I probably would just pass on. But the fact that it's in Game Pass gives me the ability, because it does look good. And again, I love that setting. It's kind of the horizon of its post-apocalypse, but it's kind of in the ancient, like, rebirth of society kind of thing. So I really love it. And like the magical creatures and stuff. It looks really good, but it only, like I said, it only looks really good enough of it's in Game Pass. So I'll give it a try. Otherwise, I'd probably pass on it. But it does have my interest enough that I'm going to try it when it comes out for sure.
I'll be there day one.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Yeah. I'm interested in this game as well. It is an honorable mention for me, so good pick. I will probably play this game at some point, unless it comes out and everyone's like, "This game sucks, it's busted." But as long as it comes out and people are like, "Yeah, it's pretty good," or it's great, I'll probably check it out. It looks interesting. Yeah. Cog, if you have any bars, and then you got your next game.
So we are up to what, 4 now?
Oh yeah, final 4.
We're getting to the final 4. This is Hodge's game, moves up a bit higher based on the hype, and keeping it Capcom. Resident Evil time. It is Requiem time, man. The hype is consumed me. The more I see it, the more it takes me back. I think for me, the decision for third person really resonated to have that option, right? I no hate against the first person Resident Evils. They're good, but it's what I grew up with. I grew up with seeing the third person. And then Leon's my GOAT, man. Leon Kennedy's back, and I want to see what's going on. They are alluding to things, so I'm curious about that. And then for me, the ultimate, as a person who loves Resident Evil 2, that's like really one of my GOAT games. That game really scared the hell out of me, because I remember when I first seen Mr. X for the first time, I was like, this, like, you were not safe. I felt like, oh, I'm in the safe room. I'm okay. No, we're busting through the wall. We're coming after you. Like, that type of tension, you know what I'm saying, is like classic for me. So Leon is always synonymous. That game is always synonymous with that. But to see Requiem and them go back, they kind of hinted the flashback of the OG Raccoon City, which I thought was nuke, but that's neither here nor there. Somehow it survived in some form. But yeah, Requiem, man, I am really hyped to see what Capcom did. And what I like, it's not, from what I'm hearing, it's not like 30 hours or 100 hours, like, pretty tight linear. I can get to it, but you have a lot of replayability if you want to do other things. So Requiem, I am there before.
Yeah, you made me think. I forgot to say it, the third versus first person. You've played Village then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you play that in first or third? Because I know
First.
they added. Okay,
they added it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because I didn't play it until it was already added. I tried it for third for a little bit, but with all the cutscenes being first person, it was just so jarring for it to keep swapping back and forth. So I just played it in first because. Yep. But I'm the same. I prefer third person. Like RE2, again, it's my favorite of the games. That game is. Oh, it's incredible. I love RE2 is legitimately a perfect 10 out of 10 video game. I love that game. But yeah, I'll probably, if this one was built on third person instead of being just shoehorned in, I will play this one third person for sure.
All right. My number 4 is going to be Crimson Desert. That's right. This game looks pretty awesome. They're promising everything. They're promising the Earth, the moon, the stars, the universe, and a Snickers bar. Like, they're promising everything out here. Like, I hope they can deliver. I don't know, man. This game looks freaking insane. Like, I don't know how they land this. Like, the infinite draw distance, they're offering, like, every single thing in the world seems to be in this game. And I don't know how they're doing it, but like, they're showing a ton of gameplay. Like, it looks legit. I don't know. If they land, yo, chill, bro. I'm trying to talk, man. Damn. Sorry about that. My cat's really hyped for Crimson Desert too. But yeah, if they land this, I think it's going to be an awesome open world RPG. The combat looks really fun. There's all kinds of systems, all kinds of quests. You could do like delivery quests, and there's just all kinds of stuff to do. Like, you're out there like building stuff and chopping down the trees and mining and doing all kinds of stuff. And honestly, I've tried to not look at too much because I don't want to spoil it, but I am very cautiously optimistic for this game because I am worried that it's going to come out and it might be a technical mess or it might have a bunch of issues just because of the scope of it is insane. Like, I just don't know how a game can do this much. But if they deliver it, if they deliver even 90% of it, we might have a banger here. So cautiously very excited for Crimson Desert. That's my pick.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, I'm with you. Everything you said, I'm like, this game is so damn ambitious. Like, how can they pull us up? But they just seem to be doing it, right? Just like every time you see it, it's amazing to me. I'm completely with your assessment, Midnight, on how great and ambitious this game looks.
Yeah, I will say I don't know if maybe it's just the optimist in me now. I don't really have any hype for this game at all. It's not doesn't look like my type of game, but I will say in a game that looks better than that you're kind of start being cautious about. We did get Expedition 33, which people were cautious about too, and that game came out and was amazing. So I'm going to be the optimist and say it's going to be as good as it looks, guys. You're going to love it.
All right, there you go. Sean, did you have any thoughts? Probably not.
Game looks great. Game looks great.
Yeah. All right. Hodge, your number 4?
Alrighty. I too have a racing game on my list, but it is Star Wars Galactic Racer. As people know, I've talked about it before. The pod racing game from back in the day, absolutely loved it. This is just that modern day spiritual successor to it, and I am so hyped. Even though Star Wars has been absolute ash for the last 10 years, it's whatever. But I am so excited for this game. Apparently, I guess the people made Burnout are making it, and that's what a lot of people are hyped about. I've never played a Burnout game, but apparently those are like the creme de la creme racing games. So I'm just so hyped. And the fact that they did show pod racers, as we talked about this in the State of Play episode last week, but just the fact that they showed the pod racers, knowing that all this race stuff, it just looks absolutely incredible. I cannot wait. So Star Wars Galactic Racer, I will probably platinum the crap out of this unless it's one of those really impossible platinums in which I'll bitch out and move on. But I'm just so excited for this game.
Looks cool. Addict put me onto it. It looked really cool. Yeah. He told me about the history. I think it was on 64. It was on 64 at one point. Yeah. And I like games like that. Like they're kind of in that I consider like that F-Zero kind of thing, but without with the Star Wars coat of paint. And I heard there was like rivals. I heard really good things about this game. So yeah, I got my eye on it, man. Keep me posted on that one.
Oh, Annie.
That better be in the game. I want to hear that.
Yeah, right.
I think this is a fantastic pick. I think the game looks awesome. I just don't know if I will get it. Like, I just don't know if there will be enough there for me enough meat on the bones there for me to like. Is it $70? Like, I don't know.
Maybe, probably, maybe 50. I can see it being like a $50 game, but who knows?
Yeah, if it's like 40 or $40, maybe. I don't know if there'll be enough meat on the bones for me to justify personally.
It does have it has online racing too, up to I think 16 people. So I'm all in.
It definitely looks sweet, and it could be fun to play with the boys. Yeah. If this was something in Game Pass or PS Plus, or if it was like $40, I think I would definitely scoop it. But it looks sweet, dude. It looks really sweet. Like a blast from the past, like pod racing and all that stuff. So I think that's a great pick. Anyone else have any thoughts or? Sean, you are next.
All right, my pick. We're heading back to Japan. We're sticking with Japan. That is The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales. This is one of those 2D HD Square Enix games. Unlike Octopath and Live Alive, this is not turn-based. This is much more like Legend of Zelda combat, where it's like action. It's real-time combat. I played the demo. It does very much feel like a Legend of Zelda, like a top-down Zelda game in the combat style. Not puzzle-wise, but just combat style. I'm looking forward to it. It has supposed to be a very compelling story. Square Enix never lets me down with their stories. I freaking love everything they put out. I'm really excited to see where this goes because there's a kingdom and it's been taken over. And it does remind me of Zelda. Again, you're trying to basically rescue the kingdom. Combat is really fun. There's treasure chests, there's dungeons, there's puzzles. It's going to be a blast. I'm really looking forward to it because I love these HD 2D games. And I think it will be a nice switch up from the turn-based combat to just real-time combat where you're just running up and all of a sudden you're fighting. It's even a little different than Star Ocean, where Star Ocean is real-time combat too, but it's like you get into the fight and it is like a transition screen into like an open field, whereas this, it's like literally, it's like Zelda. You run up and you start fighting. So I am looking forward to it. I'm a little weird with some of the names. Like I don't know if you guys remember the Philadelphia or whatever it was called in the reveal. Instead of Philadelphia, the town was like Philadelphia. Really weird.
I don't remember that.
Hilarious.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. We know, like I said, I love Square. It's my favorite dev. And these 2D HD games are just gorgeous, and this is right up my alley. So yeah, this comes out in June. I played the demo on Switch last year. The demo's out. It's the same demo, but it's out now for PlayStation, Xbox. So I won't play it again. But yeah, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think this is a fantastic pick. As you know, I am a fan of the studio that makes this because I love Octopath Traveler 2.
It's a different studio making it, but it's the same. It's a different studio under Square Enix because that studio left Square. The Octopath team left Square.
I thought it was the same team.
Same engine though. Same engine because Square owns the engine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got you.
All right. Well, all right. Look, maybe a little less excited now, but I still think it looks pretty cool. What I was going to say though is that before I would ever play this though, the game that I would really want to get to is Octopath Zero.
Yeah,
great.
That's what it's called, right?
Yeah. Traveler.
But yeah, I think Adventures of Elliot looks pretty cool though. Good pick.
Yeah, solid HD 2D goodness.
I love that HD 2D, man. It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful look. Beautiful look.
Yeah.
So I'm up, or where we at?
Yeah, you are up, sir.
Right.
Number 3.
We're getting into the final 3. It's time, man. It's time to go artsy fartsy time. Yeah, but look, Planet of Lana 2. Planet of Lana was one of my most underrated games from last year. I was surprised how many emotional beats the game had. And I'm a person that like painterly art style, 2D, atmospheric storytelling where it necessarily is not giving you this full-blown narrative, but you kind of process and make sense of what's happening. And I thought it was a charming game. And I think the game, for you, Midnight, I don't know if you played the first one, but I'm actually curious because if you're a pet lover, this game hits different. The relationship between Lana and Mui, where kind of like it's almost like a cat dog hybrid. You can command it like stay, follow, do that kind of thing. And then from a puzzle aspect, I don't know how you like puzzles. Like this game has some really cool puzzle mechanics that I thought is really cool. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I ain't gonna lie, at the end, man, started feeling things. A tear may have been shed at some moments at the end. So I thought the game was fantastic. It was one of my surprise gems last year or whatever it came out. I think it was last year, the year before. So I didn't think there was any sequel involved or coming. To be honest, I thought the game did what it needed to do and was it. And then I went to Tokyo and I saw that they had announced Planet of Lana 2. And when I spoke to the devs at Wishfully, they just said, yeah, we did very well. And I was super hype about that. So they were like, hey, these are things that we really wanted to expand upon the game. There is a demo out now. So if you guys want to check it out, if you've never played Planet of Lana, highly recommend. And yeah, it's just a really cool, unique concept. And I come from games like Inside and that kind of stuff. But this is still unique, and they're getting really ambitious with some of the things and the powers that Mui and stuff can do. So Planet of Lana 2 is super high. It's coming out very soon, I believe March 6th. So I got to compete. I got to compete with Marathon Hunter in that time, but it's so different enough. And this is obviously clearly, I don't expect it to be anything more than a 10, 12-hour game, if that, kind of thing. So yeah, I'm a huge Planet of Lana fan. Swedish studio, Wishfully, come right to the front of the congregation. I will be there again.
It's crazy. I'm having deja vu. I feel like I just listened to you talk about this on Duke when I was running this morning. That's crazy. That's weird.
Dude, I forgot this was coming out this year. Like entirely forgot. It is in my top 20. It was, I think, number 11 on my list. I loved the first one. That game was incredible. I looked it up. I only got 69% of the achievements of the first one. I didn't 100% it, but yeah, I remember I loved that game because it is that beautiful painterly side scroller and it's kind of the survival puzzles rather than, it's not like an action side scroller. So I absolutely loved this game. And yeah, it makes you feel things for sure. This game, the first one was incredible. I don't know how I forgot this game was coming out this year. Because actually I didn't realize it until I was doing some graphic work that hasn't been released yet. But but yeah, so I was like, oh my God, I completely forgot about this game. So yeah, I'm hyped for this. I'm 1000% gonna play this as well because yeah, I love that first one. And also, everyone knows I am a whore for indie games, so I'm all in.
For sure. Yeah, and huge shout out, I forgot to my man Ferrakawa, who's doing the soundtrack again, who did the soundtrack for Last Guardian. You want to talk about hitting emotional beats, and like this guy's music is really fantastic. And I was very honored to get an interview with him in Japan. It was a big get for that studio to have him, return as the composer. This guy, he gets music on a fundamentally different level than a lot of people. So highly recommend. Plug. If you haven't seen it, that's one of the interviews I'm actually proud of. Was my Planet Alana 2 interview at Tokyo Game Show last year. And this team, they just have a lot of heart. You could tell they love this game. So if you're even curious, you think about giving it a shot. There's a demo, so just check it out. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But definitely one of those. I don't know if Midnight you got a chance to see it or if you're even into these type of games, but I was just curious as a cat lover. I think as a cat lover, you owe it to yourself.
Yeah. So, I mean, I am an animal lover, I suppose. I do love dogs. I love cats. I have a cat. I love dogs and cats equally. I have a cat because I'm lazy and they're easier to take care of. Dogs be always wanting you to take them out and everything, going crazy, But I love dogs too. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, so but I don't know. I usually am not super into like retro type games, like the side scrolling games these days, just because I'm more into like the big open world RPGs and all that crap like that these days. But I don't know. Maybe if it's how long is the first Planet
short,
Alana?
bro? You're talking 6
it's
to
less
8.
Than, it's less than 10. It's well.
Bro.
Actually, I'll look at my.
Maybe I'll check that out.
I'll look at my gameplay thing on here.
You owe it to yourself
my
as a pet lover, Midnight.
My stats.
I'm gonna hold you to trying it. You ain't got to fit complete, but you got to try it.
I beat it in 4.5 hours.
Yeah, short little jump off.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
I'll see if I can get to that sometime this year.
All right.
I got so many games to get to and so many coming out, but yeah, I'll try to work that.
I'll hold you to it. I'm gonna follow back.
Yeah. All right. Sean, did you have anything you wanted to say? I don't. Okay. My number 3 pick here is going to be a little game that we talked about earlier, which was Fable. Now, I don't think Fable's coming out in 2026, but the spirit of this topic is games that are slated for 2026, so I got to include it. I am super excited for Fable, very excited. I think it looks amazing. It looks incredible. I love the humor. I love the team that's behind it, Playground Games. Now, this is an offshoot of Playground, like a side studio, but still, they're going to be great. They're making it in Forza Tech, which is interesting. They had to build this engine kind of from the ground up to support an RPG, an action, RPG type experience. They had to build all these systems. So we'll see how it all comes together, but it looks great. Everything that they've shown looks awesome. I'm super hyped. I hope it comes out and is incredible. I don't think it'll be this year. If they surprise me, awesome. But whenever it comes out, I will be there, and I'm thrilled. It's going to be great. I'm confident that they're gonna nail it. It's going to be awesome. So Fable is my pick. We've already talked about this, so there's probably not too much more to be said. Hodge, if no one else has anything else, Hodge, you are up with your number 3.
Yeah, my number 3 is a game we talked about earlier that was on Cog's list, and that is Replaced. I've been hyped for this game for years. It looks gorgeous. Yeah, I remember the first time seeing this, I was like, I am 1000% in on this game, and that art style is so good. I'm hoping that extra month really lets them polish it because I'm so hyped for this. I don't want it to be another Last Case of Benedict Fox where it looked amazing and then just fell short, which unfortunately, but yeah, I'm so hyped for this. It looks beautiful, and I don't have much else to say about it. But yeah, day one for me. My top 4. These are all going to be day one games that I am dropping everything for, and Replaced is one of those. I cannot wait for this game.
Oh yeah, my top 3 definitely day 100%.
Oh yeah,
Crimson Desert for me. I got to make sure they land it first, but yeah. Great pick. We already talked about that. It looks incredible. All right, Sean, number 2.
All right,
real serious now.
My number 2. I talked about it a lot last week, and that is Mina the Hollower. I've been talking about this for like years, actually. Let's be serious.
Decades.
Played it 3 years ago at PAX East, 2023. I remember, and I was like, "Oh, I'm ready. This game should come out now. It was supposed to come out last year." It still doesn't have the release date. They just said spring 2026. But as I said to Hodge last week, this game looks gorgeous. It's literally a Game Boy Color Zelda game. Those Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons games, puzzles, combat. I am so looking forward to it. It looks awesome. Demo's out now. I'm not going to play because I already played the demo a year ago on Switch. So, yeah, this game's going to be sweet. I love Yacht Club. this game's been in development for forever. It clearly went through development hell, obviously, but I really, really want this game to hit because um, Shovel Knight, one of my favorite games of all time. Everything they do for Shovel Knight is just amazing, and this just is like the next iteration there. So I really can't wait. I am a little worried that this game's gonna get forgotten. Everyone's gonna think, oh, this game already came out, or oh, this game we've been talking about it so long. Who cares now? We're on to bigger and better things. So please, please, please get this out as soon as possible. Like you said, it just said spring 2026. I'm hoping that means like late April, early May. That would be ideal. Please, because it was supposed to come out last year on Halloween. So let's get this out now. So Mina the Holloway.
Yeah,
I like that. Solid, right? Solid.
Yeah, we talked about it last week, but I will say this is the game that looks the most like a Game Boy Color game since Game Boy Color. It looks, the graphics are so nostalgic, even though it's a brand new game. It looks great.
All right. Cog, you have any thoughts? And then you got your number 2.
Number 2, we are here. Coalition, come to the front of the congregation. I am ready to go back to Emergence Day. As a person who grew up with the original trilogy, shout out to Cliffy B, that is one of the GOATs. I just miss Gears being more of a kind of like a horror vibe and more of that intensity, that under the bed kind of the locusts are coming, and I love to see it go back to the original series. And Marcus and Dom it doesn't get any better than that. I could care less if they continue the story. You already heard me on Duke, as far as the Kate and all, that's cute. Take us back to the essence. I'm super excited. I think there's a lot of potential here. Now, there's a lot of pressure too, because I think the Gears formula, as much as I love it, it has become a little formulaic. And I think they do need to do some things to really transform this series. One thing that I like is with Hivebusters, they kind of flirted with class systems per character and things like that. I don't know if they're going to go that far with it, but I would like a little bit of a spin on it. But I think the thing that intrigues me the most is the tone. I like where they're going with that. So we're going to get some more history on Sarah, Planet Sarah, what was going on, them trying to deal with this emergence and being completely unprepared and overwhelmed. That story excites me. What I'm hoping for as a person who likes the Gears universe, I really love Gears Tactics. And one of my favorite characters was Gabe Diaz, and he was Kate's dad. And I would love to see if there's any crossover with the timelines and we get to learn about other characters and stuff like that. But yeah, Emergence Day, I'm ready. I think Coalition's been quiet, but now they've been popping up like, okay, it's coming, get ready. And I just hope they nail it, man. I'm a huge Gears fan, and I would like to see that series get restored back to the greatness I know they're capable of. So E-Day, I'm ready.
All right. Great pick. Any of you guys, Hodge or Sean, got thoughts on that?
They're going to nail it.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. I know it is.
Yeah.
Gears is going to be sweet. It's going to be a return to greatness. We got it. We got the Gears character himself talking it into existence here, so it's gonna happen.
Yeah, right.
My namesake.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I haven't played 4 and 5. I still want to at some point. I just never got around to them. But that OG trilogy was so good. So seeing him return to those characters makes me like, if they had announced Gears 6, I'd have been like, okay, well, I guess they're not a Gears game. But when they announced E-Day, I'm like, oh hell yeah, let's go back, baby. So yeah, I'm so pumped for this game. I hope it's like a return to form, but at the same time, like you said, not stale. It needs to be something new. But I just love these Gears games because, like I said, people forget that back in the 360 days, it was, do you play Halo or do you play Gears? Like that was the fight. And yeah, now Gears has fallen so far behind that I want this E-Day to be like, hey, remember us and how awesome we are.
I remember.
Halo finished that fight.
Yep, that's for sure.
I mean, he ain't gonna lie. He ain't lying. Gears got a lot of catching up to do because
yeah. I'm not the biggest Gears fan anymore. Gears of War was a vibe for me. Like Gears of War 2 was a special moment in time for me. I played the hell out of Gears of War 2 with my brother, my friend Daniel, and other friends, and we played so much of that. We played a ton of multiplayer. We played the campaign. We played the Horde mode,
baby.
And we just loved that game. But then I kind of fell off after that. Like we played a little bit of 3, but wasn't feeling it as much. And then just really drifted away from the franchise. So So I'm not super excited about E-Day, but I hope it's amazing. I think they're going to land it. I think Coalition's an amazing studio. I really was disappointed when I heard that, because they were working on an original IP, weren't they? And when it was canceled, right? I thought.
Yeah.
And I was really disappointed when I heard that, because the Coalition are like masters of the Unreal Engine. And I thought they could do something incredible with a new IP. I hope maybe one day they get the chance, but that's another topic. Gears E-Day, I think it's going to be great, Cog. Good pick.
Thank you.
All right. My next pick is one that you guys might be able to guess. I'll give you a hint. It's on the Nintendo Switch. It's a little franchise that I think I love.
Yeah.
And that would be Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. This game looks fucking beautiful. The animation, the graphics. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. I cannot wait to play this game. It kind of looks like a spiritual successor to Three Houses. It just looks great, man. I love Fire Emblem, especially the newer ones. After Awakening, especially, I love them. Actually, I went back and I tried the one Radiant Dawn, I think, that's on the and I gotta say, so far it hasn't hooked me, but it might just be that I'm not in the right headspace, because I've been going through it lately, and I've been in not the best headspace lately, but I'm starting to feel better now, so that's good. But yeah, I love Fire Emblem, as everybody knows. I'm super hyped for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. I literally cannot wait. This is day one. This is take off work style game, like straight up, like call off. Well, pre-plan it, right? Pre-schedule it, not call
just
off.
Don't show
but yeah,
up.
Take off a couple.
No
Just no call, no show. And then if my boss texts me like, where you at, be like, bitch, it's Fire Emblem. No, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. I'm gonna be there. Day freaking minute one, like second one. I'm gonna be there. I can't wait. It looks incredible. Oh my God, I can't wait. What more is there to say?
I'll be right there with you day one,
Yes, sir.
I'm not the biggest Fire Emblem guy. I did love Three Houses when I played it. It was my introduction to the series, because that was one of those Japanese games that just never really clicked with me. But I'm going to be there. This game looks awesome.
Doesn't it look gorgeous?
It does. It looks gorgeous. So I'm sure Midnight and I will be doing a spoiler cast for it, I'm sure.
Yes,
Hodge will definitely be joining us. I know he will. Definitely.
I'll be there in spirit.
Oh, yeah, in spirit.
Yeah,
but I know I am looking forward to it. It looks awesome, and I love they're gonna create some awesome characters like they always do.
Yeah, I already said it, I know, but just the animation and the graphics just look so gorgeous. Like, they've stepped it up a lot from the previous games, and Intelligent Systems is just a great developer.
Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, let's go.
Yeah, they make great. I need to play that, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. All right, so that's my pick. Sean and I are hyped, and we are 100% going to be doing a spoiler cast, which I guess that'll just be a mainline episode now. Yeah. So, Hodge, what is your number 2, sir?
All right. I lost my ever-loving shit when this one was announced, and I talked about it a lot last week, and that is Kena, Scars of Cosmora. Yeah. I adored the first one, and the second they showed that staff at the start of that trailer, I was like, oh, that's Kena. And then Ember Labs popped up. I'm like, I was in a group chat with Locke and a couple other guys on Discord, and everyone's like, "Oh, there's Hodge's game," and I'm like, just losing my mind, because I am someone, I almost went to college to do animation, because my dream was to work for Pixar. Like, I love animation stuff. Again, as I've said, art styles alone have sold me on games. Like, I am that kind of person, and the look of that first game is so unbelievable. And now that this one's going to be even better looking, and they're going to improve the gameplay. I love the gameplay. Like I said, it was like a 2D platformer. It had good gameplay. It wasn't amazing by any stretch. The combat was it was Souls light, but not like super great. But the fact that I know they're going to it's going to, like you said last week, it has that sequel, like, kind of vibe of it's going to improve on everything that it was a shortcoming in the first one. And I love that game, so I'm 1,000 times more hyped for this sequel. I cannot wait. And the fact that it was announced and for the same year, I was because I was expecting it to be like, yeah, 2028, here we go. Like, but nope, it is this year. Unless it gets delayed, of course, but I can absolutely not wait for Kena. It looks incredible. So yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah, Pixar maybe jumps off the screen. You nailed it. Yep, that's exactly what I saw when I looked up. Like, I didn't expect another one, but we got one. That's what's up. Yeah.
As I said last week, when me and my dad were watching the State of Play, a couple days after it had appeared, we both looked at each other. There's this Hodge's game right there. That's a Hodge game.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah. 100% Hodge game. PS5 Pro, OLED TV. That's the combo right there. That game is going to look gorgeous, just like my Fire Emblem. It's going to look even better than Fire Emblem in a different way, but no, it's not. But awesome pick. I will play this game, but not day one. I just got too much going on. I played the first one. You recommended it to me. I played it for you. I liked it. I enjoyed it. So yeah, I think that's a good pick. One day, it's an honorable mention for me. It's a distant honorable mention, but I think it's a good pick.
For sure.
All right. Sean, number one.
All right. I think we all know what my number one is.
Wow. Okay. Let me guess. What's that show?
No, it's already been talked about. It's already been talked about.
No, I mean, I know what it is, but I was trying to make a joke. What's that one game that's based off of like a Nicktoons thing?
There's a bunch of Nicktoons games that are just unannounced right now.
Yeah, I can't remember. All right. GTA 6. Sean.
GTA 6, Grand Theft Auto 6. This is let me get my notes app out here. I have watched trailer number 1, so I keep track of how many times I've watched it. So trailer number 1 has been watched 783 times. And trailer number 2 has been watched 432 times.
Wow.
I have created a Tom Petty playlist based on this because there's going to be various Tom Petty tunes in this game. I am so looking forward to this game. We all know I freaking love Grand Theft Auto. I have put hundreds and hundreds of hours into GTA 5 and GTA 4, and that is 0 online play. That is just running through the world. If there was no online trophies, I would have the platinum. I've done everything many, many times. I freaking love Grand Theft Auto. I love just driving around the universe, stealing cars, sometimes following the law, stopping at stoplights. Just, figuring, what I'm going to go do right now? I'm going to go down to the Los Santos airport, steal a jet, see how far I can get away, see if it works. Then you get that wasted when you get killed. I'm so looking forward to this game. I have been anticipating this game since we just got that little reveal of GTA 6. That Tom Petty song from the original trailer, Love is a Long Road, has been literally stuck in my head since the trailer came out. I probably listen to it every other day, and I randomly sing it. I am so I'm definitely not going to work that. I'm going to take that day off. That is very rare for Mr. Mason here. We do not take days off. No days off. But that day will be taken off. Grand Theft Auto 6 will be played. I cannot wait to just run around Vice City. It looks unbelievable. And just like the vibes of the trailer, I just can't wait. Oh my God, just give me the freaking game. And if it didn't get that delay, we'd be like a little over 2 months away. Now it's November. It's definitely going to hit. I know it is. It's going to be the first ever 100 on Metacritic. I cannot wait. It's going to be insane. I am going to lose my freaking life to this game. Everything will be dropped. Everything. And this is all I'm going to play. I'm going to quit my job and become a full-time streamer. That's the new thing.
No life it.
New full-time GTA streamer. It's going to be insane. I cannot wait. There was a girl I knew. She said she cared about me.
Oh, he ready.
I cannot freaking wait.
I love it. I did not know you was that.
I am like, Cog, you have no idea with Grand Theft Auto. I wasn't one of those kids, too, because I was really young when GTA 3 came out. I wasn't one of those 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds running around playing GTA 3. That was not me. I wasn't because I wasn't allowed to. I had no interest. Randomly, Christmas 2010, I was like, you know what? I kind of want Grand Theft Auto 4. I pick it up. I played Grand Theft Auto 4 with my mom watching me play the entire game with all the DLC. My mom was sitting behind. I'll never forget it. It was one of my favorite memories of her. And she's like, that Nico Bellic, I remember going on dates with, the whole dating scenario. And then it's like, should I go inside? I remember doing that. I remember doing the Ballad of Gay Tony. And she watched every single minute of me with it. It's one of my most cherished memories with my mom. I freaking love that. And I remember when I got GTA 5, because it was my senior year, we did the same freaking thing. She watched me play through GTA 5 with me, and it was awesome. We fell in love with the characters, and it was one of those things that just resonates with me. I freaking love it. I cannot wait.
Bro, it's funny you said that one because Nico, I believe that was the New York one, right?
Yep.
That was also
Liberty City. Nico Bellic.
Bro. Yeah, bro, it was so because I get it as a person, as a native New Yorker, like I mean, they had Dukes, that was Queens, Bowhead, like all this. I'm like, this is my area, so I resonated with that. Soundtrack was crazy. Hip hop guy, they had a Nas song on that. It was crazy. Like I think it's awards, everything. Oh my god, I'm with you there. That one resonated with me specifically because of that. But yeah, shout out to Mama Love on that one, man. That game was sick.
I love 4, but I actually like 5 more too. I think again mainly because that was the first one I experienced at launch. I remember going to the midnight launch for it, and that soundtrack of 5, like when "Swimming Pools" by Kendrick comes on, I'm driving in the car and I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me right now!" Like this, and then you have just amazing. They had NSYNC in it too. They had like they had Backstreet Boys were in it. Oh my god, I just freaking love driving around Los Angeles. Like I want to go boot up GTA 5 right now and
ready.
play.
He ready. He got the tools, the radio. He ready.
I'm ready. I'm gonna play it. I played through the game, and remember they added the first person mode to GTA 5.
Yes,
I played through the entire game like that.
You're a beast. I love it. I love the passion.
Let's go golfing.
Nice.
Let's go. He's ready. He's ready.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Great number 1.
All right. Cog, what is your number 1, sir?
What does it mean to be a hero? It is time to see what Fable is doing.
Oh.
Yeah, man. And I'm kind of like Hodge. Like, I'm a casual Fable guy. I don't have that association with my Xbox history with it. I was playing Halo, I was playing Gears, I was perfectly fine, and people told me about it. And I remember seeing like Peter Molyneux get on stage and describe the game, and I'm like, all right, it seems cool. It had the British humor and stuff like that. I played it; it was cool. I won't say like I hated it, but it wasn't one of those games that I'm synonymous with. But when I saw that Playground was kind of doing the reboot, and I saw graphically how impressive it looked with Forza Tech, and I'm like, okay, this looks spectacular, and like you said on Midnight, the office humor, and what really impressed me is once we saw the latest state of the developer direct, that living population, and the fact that everyone has their own routines, their own things, their own daily life activities. I could influence that, but the thing that really resonated with me was kind of like the choice and consequence with the giant, which like if you choose a specific outcome, he will be in the background dead like a Gulliver's Travels character, and that affects the world. And to see that level of ambition is really impressive. This is a super, in my opinion, high CPU kind of game. So I'm gonna forgive them if there's any frame rate issues because every single NPC you could do something. And look, y'all know Cog likes his romance. Cog likes to have relations. And I could go from town to town and do things. And if they keep it true, which it seems they are, the original Fable, you could catch things too. So you got to be careful if you're running around in them sheets. It could go down for you. You got to be careful. So
you're gonna go Bill Gates over there.
Exactly. You got to be careful in Albion running loose. So I got that going on right there. The job system, the real estate, bro. It's like you're giving me this playground to mess with. And the fact that it seemed like, the combat and narrative story, I'm excited, man. This is a big deal for them. I'm pulling for them because I will say this, Midnight. If Playground pulls this off in Forza Horizon 6 in the same year, we got to have a conversation. We got to have a conversation about play. If they pull this, especially with Fable, I am super excited. But that trailer definitely impressed me. So we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed, but I wouldn't be surprised that if it did, what I'm saying, based on the sheer ambition, they need to nail this. But Fable has risen to the top. I'm curious.
What conversation will we be having?
The conversation.
How high in the top 10 all-time studio current studios we put in them?
I mean, if you
they have to move in there.
Yes,
if they nail both.
First of all, just by having Forza Horizon alone, right, puts them in rarefied air as the de facto casual racer to get people who do not care about racing into it. Now, if you nail a completely different genre, right, an RPG, and you pull this off, I have to look at you different. Y'all know I love the Black Rock and all that because I love the diversity. But there's a AAA feel. There's a AAA budget at level and risk level with Playground. And again, I will bend the knee if they could do this. It would be really impressive. We have to talk about them in a different era.
I mean, Playground is so good that they came in as kind of like a side support studio to Turn 10 and basically got them kind of fired. Like now Turn 10 is like almost kind of done and like
little homie
Playground.
Turn 10 is the little homie
now. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if Playground sticks like nails both games, like you're gonna have to start like putting them in like the top 10 current best studios. Like they're gonna be. You're gonna have to find out where you're ranking them with like the Larians and the Naughty Dogs, and they'd be below them for me still, of course. But I mean, they'd be they would start to creep in the top 10 for me if they nail both. But yeah, we'll see. I'm really excited for Fable. The only negative that I'll bring up here, I don't want to keep it too negative, but I do want to address it for our homie Lockmort.
Talk to me.
You know, he's a little upset that they got rid of the the what is it? The transformations.
The transformation
you know, you're not going to get sickly. You're not going to get brawny. You're not going to have the horns and stuff. And I do think that is unfortunate. I think that is a little bit of a miss. But I tend to take the more like a glass half full approach to it, though. Just I look at everything that we're getting. This is open world. The other one wasn't. This has like the fully immersive world where every character is different. The NPC with their, like you said, they're doing their own daily schedule. They react differently. I think it's going to be great.
I agree. So. I just want to jump in because you made a fantastic point, and that is a fair criticism. But when I heard Playground's devs explain it, it did kind of make sense because they were like, okay, look, we get it. You want this physical representation of what your actions do in the world. But they were saying like that's specific to that town. If you already come into another town, then people are going to have this predisposition to against you, that you're automatically this evil person. And basically how they said is they want to create a scenario where you have a reputation between different, you know what I'm saying, like areas. And I thought that was a fair enough answer. I understand the disappointment, though, for people who truly love that feature. I get that. So hopefully there's still some way to do something cosmetic. But I actually didn't mind the answer. I was ready to see how they were going to, you know, deal with that, because that's a big thing for Fable, you know, kind of thing. So it's a good talking point.
Yeah, I don't see how it would be that difficult to have like a back end system to where it'd be like if you're kind of acting crazy, like to like have some horns start growing. But I don't know. But anyway, but I think the game looks incredible. It's going to be incredible. Hodge, what you want to say?
Well, I was going to say, sorry if I missed if you guys said that. Did they confirm that's not in the game, or has they?
Yes,
I think so. I think they did. Yeah,
they've confirmed that their Fable they're not including that feature.
Yeah. Okay, because I wasn't sure, because I know sometimes like if you can customize your character, they don't show other costumes in the trailers, so to not ruin the surprise. So I didn't know if they were hiding it, but if they've confirmed it's not there, then...
but to your point, they haven't confirmed that it's not in customization, though. I'll give you that, though. They have not confirmed that. So it could be a cosmetic thing, but not necessarily a progression based on actions thing, like it was always initially.
Yeah, it was the thing where your character would transform over time based on your actions.
Yeah.
Like if you was getting crazy, you would start to look demonic and have horns and shit.
Given the direction that Xbox Studios is going in, they're going to charge you $29.99 to make that a feature. That'll be their special feature. $29.99.
They might with the new AI boss. Who knows?
Of course.
But anyway, we keeping it positive. I think the pros are definitely vastly outweighing the cons, and I'm super hyped. So if like I said, if they stick both these games landings, I think we're gonna have to start talking about Playground as potentially like a top 10 current gaming studio out there in the world. Because that'll be really impressive. And their games are dripping with AAA graphical. Yeah. All right. Moving on to my number one. It's GTA 6. You already knew it, Sean. You and I, day one, taking off work probably. You already know it. Sean, I have a sneaking suspicion, by the way, that while you will be taking your rare day off work, I bet a lot of your students will be somehow sick.
I've already been told. So I've already been told. Kids are
I think there's going to be a stomach bug going around on that day, I bet.
That's hilarious.
Listen, staff members tell me too. They're not coming in that day too.
GTA 6 is different. It moves the industry. Everybody moves. Everybody got to get out of the way. Even Call of Duty and games like that are shook of GTA 6. Like you don't want to launch around GTA 6. Even nobody does. Nobody. It's going to be so big. It's going to be massive. I will be their second one. I'm so hyped. I can't wait to go around. The map looks incredible. It's like it's like the whole state of Florida. I can't wait. The music is going to be banging. The graphic is going to be awesome. The story is going to be incredible. I can't wait to beat the whole story, to get up to some foolery, jack some cars, mess around with some hookers, do some all kinds of crazy stuff that you get up to in Grand Theft Auto. And then the online, GTA Online. As much as I kind of hate GTA Online because of what it's done to the DLC model, we don't really get DLC single player anymore because of the online. I can't lie that the GTA Online is fun. Like my brother and I really got into that for a while. They had like that businesses thing where we had like a bunker and we were running drugs and we had all kinds of stuff and we were making all kinds of money. And you have to do that in a live server, and it gets intense because like you're transporting your product and you're on the map and people can see you and you got to protect this product and players can come after you, and it gets intense and it's a lot of fun. And then you got people going after each other. Some of the funnest fun I had, listen to me, professional podcaster, is when I had this stealth helicopter right when it came out called, I think, the Akuma or something like that. Maybe not, but there was a stealth helicopter where like you put down the wings or whatever, the missile launchers you put down, and you didn't appear on the radar. And anytime somebody griefed me or pissed me off, or if I just felt like griefing sometimes, usually if it was retaliatory though, usually I would pull out my stealth helicopter and you would just pull up on somebody. They would have no idea. You would not be on the mini map. And then you all of a sudden you pop out the missiles and then you would appear on the mini map. But by then it's too late. You already got a missile lock. Boom. You would just blow them up and it's a wrap. And then you retract the missiles. You're off the radar again and you just fly away. Oh, it was great.
It's hilarious.
It was great.
Love it.
But yeah, I'll keep it short with GTA. I mean, Sean already waxed poetic about it. We can't wait. We will be there. There will be a spoiler cast, no doubt, for GTA 6. Cognito is going to finally experience a full GTA game. Yes. Hodge is finally going to stop hating. The stars are going to align.
And big hater he is.
And the world will be saved.
Yes.
There you go. All right.
All right. And then Hodge, bring us home with your number one game.
It is a game that has been discussed already, of course. It is from my favorite studio, and that is Remedy Entertainment, and that is Control Resonant. As everyone knows, yes, they are my favorite studio. Alan Wake and Alan Wake 2 are two of my top 20 games of all time. I think I had Control at 21. I absolutely love everything this studio does. I love the Sam Lake weirdness. I think Quantum Break is a severely underrated game. I absolutely just love this studio. I cannot wait for the Max Payne remakes because I've actually never played those, so I'm very excited to experience that world. But Control Resonant, I've beaten Control 3 times. I beat it twice on Xbox, and I got the Platinum earlier this year on PlayStation. Yeah, because I absolutely love Control. It is one of the best feeling playing games I've played. Obviously, it's one of those that you don't really think about it, but it's one of those games with like the particle effects of there's so many, like you're in this office building, so there's chairs and thermoses and coffee, and just everything up, and it's all movable. Nothing's like frozen in like, so when you throw like a piece of something at use your psychic powers, everything blows up and shatters around it. Like graphically, it's gorgeous. And so this second one, I know they're going to take that to the nth degree. This open world-ish looking kind of New York City that you're going through. The melee combat looks amazing. As I said, we talked about this last week a bit, but going from that distance shooting combat to that up close and personal melee combat, I'm so excited to see how that plays. Again, just the absolute weirdness of the Sam Lake universe. I cannot wait to see what they do with this story. I know it's that Jesse is missing this time, so that's why you're playing as your brother to go find her and stuff. And I'm curious as to what a Resonant is, because apparently that's what the evil or the enemy is. It's the Resonant, and with like AWEs and all this in the Control universe, I'm just so curious as to what that means, and I cannot wait to play this game. I am so excited. And so, yeah, Control Resonant is by far my favorite or most hyped of 2026. If you guys were with us when we did Discord chat during the Keeleys last year, and I absolutely, like, the second they kind of lowered the guy down, I'm like, that's Control. It's Control. Control's back. And then, of course, it is exactly what it was, and I lost it. And so, yeah, I'm so pumped for this game. I cannot wait to play this game.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Love it.
Yes, sir. All right, let's go around, and for the audio listeners and everything, let's go ahead and recap real quick. Hodge, why don't you go ahead and recap yours?
Yeah, so RE Requiem, Halloween, Resonance of Plague Tale Legacy, Fable, Halo Campaign Evolved, Orbitals, Star Wars Galactic Racer, Replaced, Kena, Scars of Cosmora, and Control Resonant.
All right. I had Tomb Raider, Legacy of Atlantis, Control Resonant, Resonance of Plague Tale Legacy, Forza Horizon 6, MLB The Show 26, The Blood of Dawnwalker, Crimson Desert, Fable, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, and Grand Theft Auto 6. Cog?
We got Replaced, Marathon, Forza Horizon 6, GTA 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Only Wish Away of the Sword, Resident Evil Requiem, Planet of Lana 2, Gears E-Day, and Fable.
All right, I had Pokemon Pokapia, Seven Deadly Sins Origin, Pragmata, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, Brigadine Abyss, Halo Campaign Evolved, Beast of Reincarnation, The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales, Mina the Hollower, and Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh, yeah. Great list, great list. I think all four of us had amazing lists. Listeners, I am very interested. Who do you guys think had the best list? Let us know in the comments below on YouTube. Who do you think? Was it Sean? Was it Cog? Was it Midnight? Was it Hodge? Let us know who had the best list, and you decide.
You decide.
But yeah, so any final thoughts here, guys? This has been an awesome episode. I had a lot of fun. Any final thoughts? Let's go around the horn here. Sean Mason, final thoughts for this episode.
Great list of 40 games. All of these games are great. I think we're all in for a good 2026. Games just been so good since forever, but like it just seems like in the last like decade, every year, banger after banger. So this year seems right there with it. Can't wait.
All right. Hodge, final thoughts here for episode number 55.
Yeah, I completely agree. The fact that we are having another banger year, like I'm praying actually for a year where nothing comes out so I can actually catch up on my backlog, because I have so much to play still that I want to get to. But this year looks amazing. I cannot wait to play all these games. And then of course, thank you once again, Cog, for joining us. We'll have to have you on. We do these games occasionally too, and we'll have to have you on for a game, and that would be a lot of fun. So, absolutely. But I always love hanging out with you. Ever since, man, I've known you now for 5 years. That's crazy. Years, we met in Butler way back.
In Butler, yeah,
I way back exactly. Yep. Yeah, so and that's actually where I first met Sean in person. We'd talked, but that's where I met him. But yeah, just love having you, man, hanging out with you. So. We'll definitely have you back someday to play a game or do some more fun lists.
Yes, sir. And I want to give a quick shout out, of course, to our special guest. I probably should have done this at the start of the video, the start of the podcast, to be honest with you. But let's be honest, all of our listeners know this, man. But of course, thank you so much, Cog, for joining us for 2 hours and 40 minutes of your precious time. Yeah, of course, Lord Cognito. If anyone out there doesn't know Cog, you can find him on the Iron Lords podcast every Sunday on YouTube and audio platforms. You can find him on Defining Duke, and you can always go to the most amazing website, the lordsofgaming.net, to get your gaming news. Cog, thank you. And what are your final thoughts for this episode?
Thanks for the invite, fellas. This is fun, man. I love seeing, lists and the diversity that we have with our list, because there's some gems we're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that game. Yeah. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was on my list too, or just things that are on the fringe as well. So yeah, just like Hodge said, 2026, man, wow, what an amazing amount of games that are coming out, and I just do not have the bandwidth for all of them. So it's just going to be funny to see how this all plays out. But I think it's going to be shaping up to one of those banner years. Super excited to be here. Love talking with you guys, but I appreciate the invite, Sean. Good to see you. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Hodge the homie as well. So yeah, shout out to everybody, man. This was really fun, and I like to talk games and do this kind of stuff. Get back to the fun part. Like sometimes the news and all that is cool, but I just like to talk about games sometimes. Like that's just what it is for me. So I love that you guys have that focus. Games over plastic in the realm. Much love, man. I really appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Thank you. My final thoughts are, as always, just thank you, the listeners. Let us know, like I said, who won, if you will, who had the best list. Thank you, Cog, again, for spending your precious time with us and just being an awesome friend and a great person. And we're going to go ahead and get out of here. This has been Games Over Plastic, episode number 55. Goodbye.
Bye.
Wait, why is my hair blue?